Alrighty. Looks like we are officially live. So, hello everyone, and welcome back to the gritty in Night City.
Lapperjacks.
It's time once again for a little bit more fun in the world of Cyberpunk. Yep,
Indeedy.
time for another session of the one that started all the OG Cyberpunk 2020. And well, things could get quite interesting tonight.
Indeedy.
Because last time around we were while we were able to warm up a bit and take stock of things over at the research center up in Alaska, and thankfully we managed to talk our way into not having to fight a apparently rather skilled mercenary.
Yeah, would have been an interesting fight.
Yeah. Though at the same point, a certain Scott brain who ended up frying the radio equipment. So getting in good terms with their compatriots is going to be a bit harder now.
Just a wee bit.
And depending on how things go with that one there, well, it'll likely finally be time for our netrunner to ply their trade, and well, we'll see whether or not anyone gets to cash in on the Deadpool.
I mean, theoretically, he won't actually be dead. It's just the lights will be on, no one's home. But he could get out of it with some of his brain intact, so theoretically, he might not die.
Be nice.
I mean, fair nickname, fair.
True, but at the same time, we can still poke a little well-meaning fun.
Fair.
So then, let me bring up the map.
Indeedy. So right now it would be the hot springs, the Serpentine hot springs map that we got at the moment. Now it technically looks a little bit different than what's we're seeing there on that map because we don't have the grizzly truck and the two skidoos. It's all of your guys' vehicles there at the moment. Because thankfully they were in a spot where they could be put to good use. Although, given what nickname's got on his thing there now, I'd say it's probably strapped to one of the other vehicles here at the moment.
Motorcycle's dangerous.
I mean, fair enough.
Hopefully they didn't press that button.
The
I
science
mean, they might have.
button.
You see this button? You don't want to touch this button, lassie.
Ooh, what does this
I
button
want to
do?
touch the button.
The mustard gas button.
And that's how Holly took out the entire team with mustard gas.
No, I have a gas mask.
well, thanks. None of us do.
But anyways, you roughly have a good idea on what you got ahead of you. You got some netrunner that you guys have already technically, well, at least one of you at least heard something from him. But you do know there's also going to be some local thugs there too there now. If you can get rid of the thugs, you got at least some way to deal with the netrunner. Mr. Jackson, as Miss Morrison put it. William Jackson.
Get Mortal Kombat.
So at the moment, you're probably wherever you want to be in reference to this actual map, to the actual. Give me a second to pull it the fuck up because I gotta scroll through a PDF. The Serpentine Hot Spring. So which way are you gonna be trying to come in and approach it at? Are you gonna work your way up from like the bottom of the map, or are you gonna try and come in like the back or the sides? Like what kind of angle are you looking to get at this place?
Knocking on the front door is probably not a great idea.
I mean, theoretically it could work, but theoretically, on the other hand, you could also just get rid of it with bullets, but...
Where is this map? I'm seeing it on a stream. I'm trying to find it in the chat.
It's in the.
Give me a second, I'm gonna
Where?
repost it in here.
Scroll. There it is.
Yep,
Found it.
just scroll up a bit and you find it.
Serpentine Hot Springs.
Yippers. Give me a second. Like I said, I'm gonna repost that one for you guys. So that would be this one right here. So, like I said, as you're showing up, like I said, 5 would be some open air hot springs that are like out and around or now out in the open to the cold air, but they are nice and steamy though. Number 4 is a actual bathhouse with one entrance into it. 1, 2, and 1 and 2 look to be some type of bunkhouse type setup, and number 3 looks to be some kind of storage area. There's also an outhouse, and the big ass dish looking thing looks to be some kind of satellite hookup. From what you gather from Miss Morrison, it's what Jackson is currently using to essentially connect with the UEC data fortress. And he was also using it to tap in and keep an eye on communications until a certain someone messed things up.
Oh, I wonder who that could be.
Damn Phil from my part. Damn Phil.
And for once this time, Holly isn't the one who pushed the button.
And next to this facility, there's also a big long airstrip too there now, a little ways off from where the hot springs are.
We can fly away!
You don't see any.
We need an airplane
here at the moment.
Oh, bummer.
There's an airstrip, but no aircraft.
Quick, somebody create an aircraft. Give me a wrench, some duct tape, and an engine.
Get a few bottles of pop and some
soda can flyer. Woo!
Yeah.
Anyone got the Mentos?
That'd be fun.
That's what I was trying to remember, the Mentos.
I would like something a little bit more reliable than a pop bottle rocket.
Okay, give us a lot of Mentos.
Oh, this is what I get. Oh.
But yes, at the moment, like I said, so what kind of angle are you looking to come in at this place at? Because at the moment, you're not seeing... Actually, you can roll me an awareness check, or the insert term of the perception skill here.
Let me see.
Okay, let me actually get back up to the big master list of skills. Okay, I think that was a reflex-based one.
Awareness notice?
Awareness notice, yes. So that would be.
That would be an.
Oh, int. Okay. Yes.
Okay, so let's roll the dice.
You guys can roll your dice, and then, like I said, collectively think of like what angle are you trying to come in at, because that would affect what you'd be able to see at the moment.
What are we rolling?
Would be your awareness notice.
Awareness notice.
So that's your awareness notice, and since it's an int skill, it's the number of points in your awareness notice skill plus the points of your int
There it is.
added up
Plus
to
a
a
D10.
And a 21 on my end.
Nice.
That's a 24.
Oh, Scorpio, remember, you
Wow.
rolled a 10, so you get to explode it.
I got it.
Yeah, roll another d10.
Satoshi's paying attention.
And okay, so we're
He's
on-
hyper focused because he's gonna have to do his thing now.
Holly rolled a 5.
Okay.
Stop staring at my ass, Holly.
No, I think she's more preoccupied thinking about that hot spring.
Aw.
It does look very
I
warm
can
and
see
inviting. Like I said, the open air one, like I said, still cold air about you there now, but they look really nice and warm. You know, a perfect pick-me-up for what you've had to go through so far, and would be nice and soothing on those sore muscles of you at this point. Okay. So, our kitty cat rolled a 21. Our happy deer rolled a 5. Our sweating netrunner rolled collectively a 32. Our medic rolled a 20. Our pirate rolled a 19. And Carl, would you like to roll?
Working on it.
Oh, no worries. No worries. Respectable. Okay, dokie. Okay, so it would be okay, dokie. So now back to the original question of what side are you coming in at? Bottom, left side, right side, or top of map?
Look at the map again. Where are the windows located? Whatever side has no windows is the way we should probably approach from. Less chance of being sniped.
That's a good.
Actually, would we want me to stay back as and counter snipe? Considering I
You
sniped
could.
last time.
Yep, but like I said, noting what side you're coming in at gives me an idea of where you're to. So, speaking on windows, yes, you do see some windows on the back side of 2 and 1, so basically on the left side of the map, but also some on the bottom of 1. And you see 2 windows, one on the left side of 3 and one on the top side of 3. Probably none in the front for 3, but one in the front of 2 and one in the front of 1, I'd say. So basically, you got windows on 3 sides of 1, either side of 2, and 3 sides of 3. But number 4 down there, the bathhouse, you're not seeing any visible windows.
I mean, it's a bathhouse. I don't think they would have windows.
Nope.
Or privacy, or if there are, they're probably going to be way up top. Just to let light in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a completely different type of building you're looking for if you want one with windows.
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay, so the forest.
Okie dokie, you guys rode well enough. Okie dokie. It sounds like to those that rode the. So that would be our Satoshi and. I mean, our Scorpio, our medic, and our kitty cat. You guys would have an idea that there is. 1 second. It sounds like there's at least 2 people over at the bathhouse. And the other 2, they feel like they might be up maybe in 3.
Hmm.
Yeah, okay, further 2. So you know there's at least 3 basically of these hench local thugs here, and one of them is your target. Chances are that Jackson's probably still knitted in, so he's more likely to be over at 3 at the moment. Because technology doesn't do too well in a bathhouse, I imagine.
No, you'd want to put it as far away from the moisture as possible.
Yeah, let's see.
No,
it
really?
is-
Yeah, when it comes to net running and water, you don't want hot water.
Zappy zap.
You want cold. If you use the method that requires a cold bath, it's literally a cold bath.
okay.
Hot
I have
bath
more.
would be bad.
Okay, I have more information here on the actual bathhouse and what it looks like. There's an 8 by 15 redwood tub that's enclosed by a plywood structure. You actually, it would be our medic and our hacker who actually are able to get a good visual on. There's 2 people that are in the bathtub at the moment, enjoying the natural heat of this lovely spot. They are unclothed. You can, and Scorpio is able to see that their stuff is over on a bench nearby.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say, nope, I'm not going there because I gotta remember we gotta keep this PG-13.
No, I'm actually
You don't
reading
have to
what's
describe
actually
it.
here now.
Oh,
We
yeah,
got-
sorry.
yeah,
My mind.
no worries.
I need to turn on the sensor brain.
But
Oh,
yes,
so going back
you
to
know that-
thoughts that came to mind. Honestly, out of targets that probably are good to hit, probably the 2 in the bathhouse, if they're already disarmed, to take them
Yeah.
out of the way.
Yep.
Hmm.
So,
And if
Holly,
there's 2 in the bathhouse and the rest are in 3.
I know what Holly's thinking. No, you can't join them.
oh, let me say first.
I mean, there are 2 men that are in there, so you could deploy the deer if you so desired.
Yes, I literally was going to have Holly ask, would you want me? Do you want me to distract them? Because that is an option. She would willingly distract them while so you guys can take them out or steal their stuff.
But the problem is as well, we don't want to do
August
anything.
just holds his hands out for her clothes. There's no stopping this.
Okay. So we're gonna go with the route of the deer distracting.
Okay.
And I'm on board because it helped me.
I
It's
don't
too
feel
easy.
like I have
Oh,
enough
dear.
alcohol for this.
Meanwhile, if anyone's looking at the pirate, she's just loading up her sniper rifle just to get ready.
Right, does someone say, "Oh dear"?
Oh dear.
Dear indeed.
Also, with how high you rode, Scorpio, You're also able to see what looks to be a fiber optic cable running from the big ass satellite dish over to the third room. So that is definitely where our netrunners to at the moment.
Hmm.
Well, you see like I said, the 4 active ones for now. You probably see through some bits and pieces for now of the bathhouse for now where you can see the people in there. That's how you're able to gauge that bit of information. You probably even hear them, if honestly, because they're probably not expecting anyone here at the moment.
I mean, if they're in a bathhouse, I'm pretty sure, in most cases, unless they have a reason to be on red alert, nah, they're not gonna be doing anything that would be considered on guard.
Hmm.
Oh.
Okay, so we'll in agreement that Holly will distract these two.
Yep.
Okay.
Is the satellite in a position where it can be easily accessed through and not be visible?
Say that again.
Where the satellite dish is it in sight that if anyone looked towards it, they could see someone standing next to it, or is there a spot by it that you could just duck from sight?
Well, it's positioned as you see it on the map there now, so theoretically, like I said, if you're, say, next to the actual 7, like on the map there now, you would probably only be visible if, say, someone was over down at 5, or maybe coming out of where 3's to. But that would also technically be blocked off by visual of the vehicle, so...
Oh, it's at 7. Right, so we'll
Yeah,
have to deal
it's the
with
giant-ass
4.
dish.
I'm blind. Hush.
No, you just can't read a map, my buddy. We've already covered this.
I
Yeah.
can read a map!
Somebody
Well, you
didn't
can
take
look at the
orienteering in high school.
This is a recurring thing with Scorpio. We found out about this when it comes to him and maps.
Yeah.
I can read the map, I just can't read the fucking Old Republic's map worth shit.
You know, that's what we kind of call not
Oh,
being able to
yeah.
read the map.
And here I am, just like, what's a high school?
That is fair. You learned where it matters out on the battlefield.
Yar. Yar. I have. Meanwhile, the pirate. Yar, don't look at me. I have an education.
So it
Do
sounds like with the group, there now the idea might be coming from the right side of the map, with the deer heading down to 4. And it sounds like the sus is wanting to be over by the satellite dish. Is this what I'm gathering?
That
Almost
is
failed.
the
Sounds about
plan.
right.
If all else fails, I could shoot this at. Just put it out.
Wow! Did I hear I could shoot this? You were gonna say
Not
this.
the sauce. No.
Yes.
You idiot! I'm talking about the satellite or the wire. Why the fuck would I shoot you?
Reasons.
Why wouldn't you?
Okay.
Also,
You can shoot the satellite thing if you so desire.
not yet, but I'm willing to
Yeah.
do.
I mean,
Also-
ultimately, we might kind of need that thing to be active.
Hey, also, just in case, her mechanical arm just roll up a little bit. I have missiles if we need it.
That and I'm pretty sure if you
Get
shoot
noisy
the
and trash.
satellite dish, you're gonna fry anyone that's using that as an access point.
And then we
Okay.
can't use it either.
Fair, but that's just the point if we need to get rid of the other netrunner. If he's using it now, just fry him.
We're trying to
He's
recruit
not
him.
an
Remember?
enemy.
I'll be honest, it's been a
2
week.
weeks.
It's been a
I
week.
don't-
Or
2
what, 2
weeks?
weeks,
3
actually, I
weeks?
think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why.
It's been an indeterminate amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, why I'm having Holly distract these two instead of letting us outright kill them, because
Yeah, and August is going to kind of follow behind Holly to make sure she doesn't do anything that she doesn't get in over her antlers.
Good idea, good idea. Because worst comes
Me-
to worst, you can quickly head back over to where the bunkhouse and touch to by using that wooden walkway. At least then you wouldn't be
Yes.
trudging your way through snow.
I mean, if worst comes to worst, at least you have water to deal with the other two that are there.
That's
dun, 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 dun.
you know, essentially to explode some of them.
Say that again?
I'm on my sniper rifle.
Say that again?
You're kind of breaking up.
I said I'm loading up my sniper rifle.
There you go.
Okay,
Someone
we can
got
hear
through.
that now. You were incredibly quiet.
Yeah, it was a little
I-
hard to
I-
hear.
I tend to speak quiet sometimes.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
like.
yeah.
I don't like making loud noises when I live with people.
I mean, we understand
Fair
that.
enough.
Yeah, it's just that occasionally we will need to poke you to be a little louder, or either because you're being quiet enough to where the mic's not picking up, or something's happening to make it go robot-y.
Yeah. I mean, worst case, my buddy, you can just, speak close to the mic here now and not have to raise your voice, but if you're speaking more directly into it, it'll pick up on you better.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, whatever. But point is, loading the sniper rifle.
Okie dokie, noted. So are you gonna stay, say, maybe equidistance between the bathhouse and where the other two are to? Or
Yeah,
are you being more closer to where the satellite truck is to?
Where's Nate going? I think about it. And Solo.
That is up to you two.
Well,
Let's say that because, like I said, the two people with guns, and then what are we doing?
Well,
this
at
point
the
we're-
moment, the big... Oh, go ahead.
I say at this point it seems like there's a little bit of splitting of the party, but not super majorly, because
Yeah.
again we got the deer and the doc going down to the bathhouse. Got
Yep,
some,
down to number 4.
Yep, Netrunners heading over by the satellite uplink. Our nomad is keeping overlook.
Yep, so how far away exactly are you wanting to be from, say, the actual building's nickname?
Well, that's why
Because
I
like I
was
said,
asking.
with your rifle, you have a long range.
That's true. But I was also wondering what the other two were doing. So if I need to cover them,
Fair.
or if they're fighting with me or something, if we're gonna be together, or if they want to separate. That's all what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
Well, only thing I could think of would be to try and go and make contact with the netrunner, since we do have the code word to that will at least make them more amenable to actually hearing us out.
Yes.
So that would require us to poke into 3.
Yeah. Because it sounds like there's at least him up there and the other goon that's supposed to be here.
Yeah. And I'd imagine having our solo go with for that, because if the one goon decides to try and open fire, we can at least have things on equal numbers.
Also, one thing I just noted here. So which of you has the thermal vision again? I know it's Carl. It's
I do.
Captain and nickname, is it?
I believe so. I have
Yeah.
infrared, teleoptics, anti-dazzle, color shift. If any of it,
Okay.
if that matters, yes.
Okay. So you guys would actually be able to see 2 more heat signatures coming from room 2. But they seem to be horizontal.
So
Not actually standing around her now or like doing stuff.
Are they on top
They-
of each other, or are they like side by side, or like how?
Let me
How do
actually,
we see these
let's
horizontal?
see,
Because that's going to determine if it's a concern or not.
Yep. Like I said, they do actually note how they're actually out here. Let's see. Oh, technically, you see a larger mass in one of the rooms here, and that looks to be 2 people close to each other.
Are they
So
making a third
theoretically,
person?
there might be 2 people inside of 2 that are sharing a bed.
Let's not and say we did.
And I feel like, should I bring up that it was the captain who asked that question?
Hey.
I mean, the lion sleeps tonight.
Well, they do appear to at least be sleeping.
Yeah, they're not active.
Yeah, the reason why I brought that up was because they actually denote something here for the bathhouse. That if you're just trying to use thermographic sight, to look into it, the ambient heat of bathhouse would basically mean you wouldn't actually spot them with that vision.
Yeah, well that makes sense.
But yeah, but with the actual like room number 2, yeah, you can definitely see there's 2 heat and signatures that are close to each other inside that room. With 3, with you guys, you'd probably be able to see someone is sat at the table in the middle. The other is looks to be about the door or near to it, maybe even sat down by it. So possibly at that like circle in the bottom right. Actually, no, more likely to be over at the rectangle in the top right. So likely some kind of couch, maybe. Or box, perhaps, because it does look to be some type of storage area.
Hmm.
But back to Carl and Nay.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that.
Okay, so, So we got 2 and 3, so, and 2 and 2, which are apparently asleep. So, optimally, ideal to not get into a firefight and wake the ones in 2.
Nods.
Aw.
So how to not turn this into a gunfight?
I said, first idea that comes to me would be because to have a big, heavily armed solo just get in there and get the drop on them before they have a chance to go and draw anything, and then try and drop the password. Worst case scenario, the one that might be more combative, try to knock them out without any firearms going off.
Okay, okay. Is that something you're keen on, Carl?
I can work with that.
Okay, okay. So I'm seeing at the moment here now. So it sounds like our dealer gal and her medic. The medic's probably gonna want to be a little bit stealthy, but our dealer gal not so much to enter number 4. But it sounds like everyone else is sort of sneaking up toward where like 3, 2, and 1 are to. So I'm gonna have to have those of you sneaking up toward that way. Just give me a stealth check, and you can too, if you wish, Captain. But I think the people in the bathhouse might not be the most alert people, so it's probably not going to be too hard for you to be sneaky down there.
Okay. Roll the sneaky.
Okay, so a stealth check.
That would be a reflex-based one.
I'm assuming that's everybody.
That would be for our kitty cat, our solo. Not so much our sniper, actually, because you're going to be out of ways from them, so you wouldn't have to actually make your check nickname. So you could ignore that. So it's it's Curl, Nay, Scorpio, who's going up toward where like all that is to in the north spot. And then it would just have to be our medic down south to do their check.
Yeah, 18 on mine.
Oh, wow.
Reflex.
Watch them, Scorpio. Please don't roll low. So far, you guys are fucking killing it, though, on the sneakiness.
7.
Yeah, 18, 19, 18.
Oh, I got 7 in stealth. Good.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
That's a 17.
Whatever you do, don't roll a 1.
Wait.
Don't tempt us.
Wait.
I think it's more don't tempt
Because
ever.
remember... Yeah.
No, wait.
So that would be your reflex plus your stealth with the
Yeah.
D10.
No, that'd be a 14, not 7. Damn.
Okay, you still... Everyone rolled in a similar ballpark. We're all doing good at the moment.
Whoever said that and put that curse in the air, I'm coming over with an aluminum baseball bat.
Oh, okay. I'll be ready.
Okie dokie.
I'll own up to
second.
that
Let
one.
me actually roll for the one guard who's actually doing his fucking job.
Someone's doing their job? My God.
Oh, one of them is.
In this economy?
Gasp.
Oh no. They don't have it as a trained skill. Unless
Oh,
they
that's
roll a
unfortunate for
10,
them.
I don't think it's physically possible for them to actually spot you, if I'm going to be honest with you right now. Wow, for local thugs, they're woefully low in their stuff that they got. Okay, well, let's see how this guy does.
I mean, I'm pretty sure for a thug, more are gonna be bruisers than I'm noticing things.
Okay. He rolled a 10. Not bad. A soft 10. So yes,
Oh, okay.
you guys are able to stealth your way up. Our lovely deer and her medic chaperone are making their way over toward number 4. How are you looking to make your entrance, especially since you rolled, what was it, a 19 on your seduction?
Yep.
So how are you looking to impress the lads?
I might have an idea, and I'm afraid to ask.
He would have stripped, walked in, and just said, "Hey boys, feeling a little lonely?"
And I was right.
Ba-dum-da-da-dum. I mean, what do you expect? She literally is a play bean, so it's kind of in her
that's
programming.
appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
And don't worry, they're not
considering
really trained for being able to pick up on, is this person just messing with us? Or actually, no, she's not messing with them because she's just being honest. So I can have them roll their empathy, which is still going to be a +4 because they're not trained in picking up on, the undertones. Let's have a look. See, I'm not expecting much out of these two. Okay,
6
as
and an
expected.
8.
Okay, okay. Okie dokie, good sirs. Let's see. And you know what? Yeah, let's do that. This is not an actual thing in the system, but I imagine this is how this could possibly pan out. Oh, I forgot to put in the 2, because I'm a dumbass.
You said it, not us.
Oh, I entirely admit that I'm a fucking dumbass at times.
At least you do.
Yeah,
It looks at the one in the living in constant denial. Oh, most definitely.
Okay. They're being ruled by the lower brains. Got it.
Oh, okay.
Their bodies beat out on their
Lower
mentality.
brains.
No,
Yeah.
this doesn't seem suspicious.
No.
I mean, if you're a hick out in the middle of nowhere, Alaska, if just a random ass deer gal showed up naked to you, are you actually going to, call that into
Complain?
question?
No. Unzip.
It's like God gave you something on a silver platter.
Yeah.
Don't question it.
Yeah.
I'm Ace.
Yep. So as you
Yeah.
enter, Holly,
You can still
do see
appreciate new
off.
deer.
You do see
Fair.
off to your left when you come in through the door there, now that long ass bench, you do see a bunch of gear there, which includes some cold weather stuff, some knives, and 2 more of those Winchester rifles you guys have already seen.
Ooh.
And yeah, they are quite in favor of you joining them, as they make room between themselves for you to join. Congratulations, 2 of the thugs are quite
Distracted.
are distracted at the moment. Yes.
That's a good way of putting it.
So now the doctor could potentially have a chance to, take their guns.
Yep, and given how Holly is, they're not going to be worried about anything going on behind them over by the benches anytime soon, I imagine.
Good, their
So,
stuff go
box
bye-bye.
of friendly familyness, familyness over this. What's everyone else doing? Holly can do whatever Holly wants.
In the
Oh
box.
boy. Yeah, keep it in the box of family friendliness, please.
Yep,
It's
it's in the
awesome, though.
box. That's why I specifically use the phrases distraction.
Yes.
Oh, fun bucks. Fun bucks.
For everybody
Okay,
else, use your
so...
imagination, because I'm not describing.
So, how are you looking to set yourselves up at room 3? So, how are you, stacking yourselves up, more or less, for what sounds like to be some type of breach operation? To rush in, talk with Jackson while our lovely Solo handles the thug that's in here at the moment, as I assume Scorpio's going to be trying to do something, as well. Because you can see the door opens outward, as I'm shown in the actual image.
And I'd imagine one of us would need to open the door for the other. So I figure since getting the thug subdued is probably the first priority, it would probably be a case of me opening the door so our Solo can get inside.
Okay. And this close, Carl, you're able to see through the walls. You're like, it's a nicely well done out building, but the things are thin enough for you to be able to make out the outline of a gentleman sat on some type of container off to your right as you're facing toward the doors from the outside, and you can see someone is sat on the other side of something inside, and as you're only able to see the top half of his torso. So, but he's at least sat, say, where the middle, of the room is to there now, where that little small chair's to, next to that diagonal thing. So there's at least a table in here, likely with some stuff underneath it. Who knows, maybe some extra gear or something there now. But you can at least sort of see a bit of a torso on the other side of this from where you're to at the moment. And let's see, if you were to look over at number 2, Curl, you would see in the top right corner, that bed, there are 2 people in that bed. They're cooler than, like, the people around you at the moment, so likely they're not awake at the moment. But at least they're still warm, so you know they're still kicking. No obvious movements coming from them now, so as long as things don't get hectic, you probably got nothing to worry about.
I mean, the bed's not making any noise. Squeak, squeak, squeak.
Mm-hmm. No. They're not awake at the moment, I can tell you that much. You do hear the guy that's sat on the box, in the corner there now, he does sort of chime in, asking his 2 comrades how things are going. Holly and our medic, you do hear that over by the bench, but the guys down there with you are not um, are not focused on that right now.
They're a little preoccupied.
They're busy. The guy in here off to the right does sound a little annoyed he's not getting any response. But you sort of get the feeling he's expecting them to sort of ignore him. So he's probably at least aware they're down at the bathhouse right now.
So before we bust in, were we going to try establishing contact through the door first? Like, I don't know, knock and then say the password or whatever it was?
That's a good question. Probably best to figure this out now before we commit.
Scorpio, roll me a... what would be a good check for you?
One that he can pass.
Wow, shots fired.
I don't want to have to pass you together.
What kind of technology-based roll would you want to make, Scorpio, at the moment? To try and get a gauge of if there's anything being done at the moment, at least pertaining to the antenna, well, the satellite thing next to you. Do you try to do anything concerning that, or do you just ignore it for now? Because like I said, you can see the cord running from the satellite thing into here now. Do you try to get a gauge if there's anything being done with the satellite thing at the moment, or are you focused more on this breaching operation?
I'm thinking, because if there's something being done with the satellite, that means that the tech runner would be under at the moment. Or connected. Yeah.
So, like I said, do you want to try to do a tech check to see if you can figure out if he's currently busy at the moment?
Yeah.
What would you like to roll for this?
I'm gonna double check if that examples. Hope if I have the definitions.
And I do get now what they were talking about before, for that skill check. Why they were mentioning interface. That's the unique skill for netrunners.
Hmm.
Okay, that's why they were bringing that up then.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because it denotes that it can be used for like computer systems against a person to the netrunner, or it could also be a netrunner versus netrunner. So that's why they denote the interface bonus in there, in case it's two people doing it out. Gotcha. Okay, that explains things. I'm like, feels like I'm forgetting something, and yeah, I was being a derp.
Yeah, no worries. I guess again, it has been a little bit since we last sat down for this.
Yeah, and there's also a lot of stuff involved in this system, so it's easy just to forget something.
True. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that for most of us, this is our first time doing anything really big in this system.
Yeah, GURPS is a big system. It handles a lot of different things, so
There it is. So I'm looking how it defines it. I don't know if Cybertech would work here or not.
no. Cybertech would be like, say, if you were looking to do the maintenance on a cyberlimb, or take apart a cyberlimb, or make one, or checks related to cyberlimbs. This is definitely not that.
Okay, would basic tech fall under this?
Hmm. Yes, if you were to look at the actual technology in front of you, yes, basic tech could work. Is that the check you want to go with? Because I at least have a good idea on what difficulty this is going to be. If you try to go with that route.
I mean, based on it, I have points in that, but actually looking, if it's looking to probably seeing if the dish is being used, maybe could be tossed between electronics and electronic security.
Ooh, likely would lean more into probably electronics in this point. Yeah, electronics would probably be more appropriate for this rather than basic tech.
Yeah, because
And electric
electronics would probably
security
be...
is like, security is for like trying to bypass security things or install security things related to electronics. That would be
electronics also
like
could be signal, or if something's signaling.
yeah. Yep,
Oh.
so you can roll me your choice of basic tech or electronics.
And I'm assuming you're not going to answer which one would have the easier difficulty.
No. You at least have two options at the moment, so it's up to you. What route do you want to go?
Easier difficulty.
Hmm?
It was worth a shot. Maybe you won't tell them, but maybe you'll tell me.
I don't think Orsk is that gullible.
I mean, if you want, you can spend a point of luck. Because remember, you can use luck as an actual resource in game.
Ooh, that sounds dangerous.
Yeah, that's one thing we've sort of been forgetting, that luck is actually a thing we can use.
Mm-hmm. Yes, this is a difference between 4 points, which one is used, but it's basic tech. It could get... Well, let's risk it. If this is gonna be
Or the
electronics.
biscuit.
Didn't even think about luck. I probably could have used
Yeah,
that in case I felt.
So with luck, you can add.
Bitch!
Oh, did he roll on that one? Oh. Oh.
Oh no. Oh.
We're screwed.
Okay then. So now we also get to an interesting point with luck. You may add any or all points of luck to a critical die roll if you so wished, until all of your luck stat is used up. But it's always restored at the end of a game session. But right now, you just did a botch. You did a fun botch. Now to actually get back to the rules for that.
Well, we knew this was coming sooner or later, didn't we?
Oh yes, I mean, I think he's botched before.
Yeah.
It just happened.
I mean, it's a 10% chance that you could botch something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that we haven't botched
Okey-dokey.
more things is actually a miracle.
So this was a... Let's see. You did electronics, didn't you? That is a tech-related check. So... Please roll me a d10.
Wow. I rolled another one.
That's good, actually.
I mean, you asked for it with that.
That sounded good, and this was one you didn't want to roll high for.
Oh, good.
So, thankfully, Scorpio, you did not actually fumble. You still fucked up. You don't know if he's currently doing anything with it, but you did not, botch it, so to speak. Congratulations. Oh, nickname. Yes. I mean, we could substitute for that for what Scorpio would have wrote, but to each their own, I suppose. But nah, really though, he did not fumble, thankfully. But like I said, you do not know if he's currently doing anything with it.
So probably it could blame static interference, maybe, or
It might
it's-
actually. It might actually have you think he's probably not in at the moment. So theoretically, talking through the door could work at the moment. Based on what you know, it could work here. But that's the thing, you don't know for certain. But to you, at least, Scorpio, it feels like it might actually work. Now, what do you say, Scorpio?
Well, as far as the netrunner is concerned, he's not jacked in, so talking will work.
So how do you say this? How do you inform your comrades this?
That's true.
And remember, you guys all rolled well on your stealth, so you can at least do a little bit of a whisper among yourselves. And honestly, at the moment, the guy inside you now is busy is listening to his radio, trying to get a hold of his comrades. So, not quite focused on the door at the moment.
I am checking because if there's a
Yes.
Oh no, wait. That wouldn't work unless we all. Actually, they're making their way to 3.
Oh, I assume you're by 3 there now. You're able to sneak up, and you're currently on, I would assume, like, say, the wooden walkway there. So they were getting ready to do the whole breach in and clear, but you were just having a brief glance at the thing.
I guess it could be assumed then that how they're told, assuming that the quick glance to confirm or not at the dish if they were using, probably catch them before they get far and then just tell them.
Yep. So what do you say?
We're checking the oh wait, how did this? It doesn't seem to be in the net at the moment. There's no signal saying that he's currently using the dish.
Can we take a peek through a crack in the door to see if we can identify Jackson before we formally breach?
Sure, Romeo. And where does nose check? It won't be easy since you're trying to look through a very tiny crack.
$24.
You squint your way through the crack here now. You see some stuff now. It's not as well lit as you would have liked, and the shadows are thrown around a little bit here now. You're not quite sure what you're not quite sure you're able to actually see anyone properly through this crack you're going through. So you did not hit the actual difficulty score for it.
Alright. Okay, so at the very least, we can determine from the sounds coming in that the one up in the one corner is most likely the one thug who is trying to use the radio.
Yep. So likely the person in the middle of the room is going to be our Jackson.
I'd imagine once we're inside, we can identify him pretty quickly and easily.
Yes, you guys were provided the image of him, or at least, well, a good enough description of him to work. Give me a second, I'll post them again. You were provided with Jackson. Mr. William Jackson. As she referred to him as, he is a thin, somewhat effeminate young man with pale skin and a flatline demeanor. He doesn't speak that much, but he's not too bad at issuing orders to his associates.
Well then, I suppose at this point not much else to do but to go in, subdue the thug, and try and open up communications.
Okay, dokie. So now we come to the big question. How are you looking to do the breach and clear? Because it sounded like you wanted to open the door yourself to let Carl go in and deal with the thug.
Or at least that's the initial thought I had. Any,
But remember, you do have another warm body here in the form of your netrunner.
We would like to keep them as a warm body. What?
I mean, that's a good response.
Yeah. I suppose proper breach and clear tactics does recall multiple people going in.
Yeah, that's the thing there. Now, this seems to be some type of breach and clear type setup. So how you stacking up the door, more or less. So if you or the sus are going to be the ones opening it, that does give Carl basically the initiative to go in and do what he wants to right off the bat.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I'd imagine Carl would be the first one, because subduing the thug before he has a chance to radio in for help is probably the first bit of paramount importance.
Yes.
And then next from that is taking Jackson and keeping him from raising alarm, while bringing up the code word to try and at least try and meet to at the very least as quickly as possible defuse the situation.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just saying, does that sound good to everyone else involved?
Is there a way to
Is there a way to do what?
how you using the antenna to sneak in and send the custom virus into the radio communication to jam it, or is it on a separate link?
The ones here at the moment are probably on a separate channel than what the other crowd were making use out of, or well, the other separate bands that were being made use out of by the searchers. So these ones here, they're on a bandwidth that you didn't fuck with. So case in point, why Holly and Captain are both able to hear what's being said on the radio at the moment.
I almost feel like I could see the kitty going, "Don't fuck with these radio frequencies."
What you say, Captain?
Oh, I was just saying that Satoshi didn't fuck it as bad as Satoshi thought.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, if they're using walkie-talkies and not like the CBS radio frequency they were using. I know that's... Then again, the question trying to explain it more was using the satellite dish to go in and then try to use the satellite dish as the connection to go to their radios to send the virus in, but at the same time, if it's on a different... So when I was asking if it's connected or not, I was asking if the radio was not connected to the...
You're pretty darn certain they're not routing all of their communications through that satellite uplink. You're pretty certain they're using that. You're going to be using that uplink for accessing probably like other systems elsewhere.
Okay.
So it's definitely not going to be one of those ones where it's all being routed through that. They're definitely using it for something, but it's likely not for local communications at the moment. It's likely for communicating with far distant things.
So at the risk of throwing out some jargon that I rightly probably have no right to talk about because I don't really know how some kind of local point-to-point band.
Yes. So it's basically what they're using at the moment is more or less just, simple walkies are now on a local low-end band are now, so that no one's using at the moment. Much like a normal walkie you'd use every now and then would be like. But say if you went in on the right broadcast channel, you can pick up other people speaking on that bandwidth who are near enough to you or use the strong enough signal that you're picking up on.
Right. I don't know if saying this would probably give bad ideas, but there's a thought that just came to mind.
Oh, sure. Give me some information. What's this question you have?
Well,
no.
This is something for the party. If we're busy breaching 3, what are we doing with 2?
Well, with context clues, it doesn't seem like the two people in 2 are up and about at the moment.
Maybe sleepy.
Yeah.
Fair, but that doesn't mean they're gonna be an issue.
Yeah.
We can deal with them later.
When it comes to number 2, you're just gonna end up playing the game. Don't wake Daddy.
Now that's a board game I'd imagine not a lot of people remember.
I don't know.
Yeah, I remember the commercial though for it.
I do too. It's been a while since I had it though.
I actually had
That was
that
a
board
weird
game
ass-
as a kid.
Oh Jesus, you poor soul.
Yeah, the one board game as a kid I had that that also seems to be one that I don't remember see a lot of people remembering is Crocodile Dentist.
Oh fuck!
What?
I
That's
remember
a-
commercials for that.
What the fuck?
Ladies and
Okay,
gentlemen, we are now dating each other with board games.
Isn't that the
That's
one
definitely
where
an
you have-
American one.
Yep.
Isn't that the
Yes,
one where you have
it's
to
very much
knock the
American.
teeth down?
Yeah. Basically, it's the point of the game is simple. You got a bunch of plastic teeth you could put inside the crocodile's mouth. You had some pliers. You pull the teeth out one at a time, and you lose if the crocodile snaps and lunges at you.
My God, that sounds glorious.
What the fuck?
I mean, there are some pretty screwed up games.
I mean, I have seen commercials for a. This is one I've never seen outside of. I'm pretty sure it was on one of those Nostalgia Critic commercial specials. I end up seeing this one for the first time, where the whole point of the game was to try and get a dog to take a dump.
I think I've heard of that.
I think
Yeah, there's a game
wow.
I've seen. Yeah.
If there's a game, isn't that called like Spalato? Or I know there's a game that's related to that.
I kind of don't want to know, honestly.
What weird fucking tangents we've come down on.
I mean, the game is related. It's just basically buying pieces of land and seeing whose piece of land the cow takes a poo on.
Oh, and one more for good measure, mostly because of the lyrics of the song for Mr. Bucket.
Oh god.
If you've seen the commercial, if you've heard the jingle, you'll know why I'm bringing this up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
Never
God,
played,
Mr.
but I can
Bucket.
remember that one.
well, tangent aside.
Indeed.
Yes.
I suppose that has the danger about one of these kinds of things where you have more time to talk, is it's so easy to get on these little tangents.
Oh God, is it ever? So
Right, so if we're, I guess going back to door breaching, if we're having the sus take part, he's probably going to be in the back.
okay.
Probably either not one of the main breachers, because I mean he only has a pistol.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, worst case scenario, you can also keep an eye out for to make sure that the ones in 2 don't wake up, and if they do, well, I suppose if the ones in 2 that do come out with guns blazing our Overwatch will make sure we all know that they're up and at 'em, especially if they're acting hostile.
Oh, that's true. He could probably have an action. If that's the case, have an action set to if anyone comes at it too, would just point the pistol and fire.
I
Okay.
mean, you also have a sniper covering you.
That's the Overwatch I was referring to.
That's what I figured.
Yes, but then again, if they don't hear the sniper and it's somehow timed that the pistol fires, they might be focused on the pistol fire first over the sniper. Because depending on how groggy they are when they wake up, or how fast they're moving.
Okay. So we're gonna have Nay opening the door, Pearl going in and dealing with Thug 3 at this point, and we have backing up Curl and Nay is gonna be the sus. With off in the distance, we have Nickname providing Overwatch.
Sounds
Okay.
about right.
As soon as you give me the signal, they will not have head anymore, potentially.
Okay.
Trying not to kill people if we can help it.
It's
I
a
said
sniper.
they
You
have to get a
always do
thing.
headshots.
I mean, I can
Okey-dokey.
shoot somewhere else, but you saw how strong my sniper is.
Okay, now we go to Curl. What are you going to do to this person? Are you gonna try and take them down with melee or with a melee weapon, or are you gonna shoot them, or how are you looking to try and incapacitate this person or handle them?
Rifle butt to the head?
Ooh, okay. So that would be, I think, just a simple melee attack then. Give me a second. That's reflex based. That would be, would that be brawling? No, brawling would be more like if you're just punching them. You know what? In this case, I would be willing to give you whatever type of weapon you're using against them. Say, if you're going to use rifle, you're just going to rifle butt them. So would that be what you're doing?
Yeah, just
Or is that
lever action, rifle butt to the head.
okay? So that would be basically a rifle check then. So basically, Nay opens, you rush in, you knock person out, or hit them with gun, hope that it knocks them out. And so Nay will be opening the door. What will you be doing, Scorpio? When the door is open, Carl moves in, does his thing, and then what would the sus's action sort of be?
Let's see. Assuming that he's still by the dish, he's probably gonna still focus on 2. Or actually, is he able to see anything through the window of 3? if you were standing by the dish and vehicle, like from that angle.
You would. Give me a second. Go back to there. There's no window out this side of 3, not from where you're 2. You can probably see a window into 2 at the moment from where you're 2. Yeah, because I think it would only be like windows on like the top and the left of 3. I mean, there theoretically could be ones on 3, but the blinds would be down.
Blinds are down, and based on the angle, assuming that it's around 7, he's not gonna have sight through the door.
Yeah.
Unless someone is standing right next to it, but they're most likely gonna be deeper in.
Likely so, yes. So, right where you're 2, no, you're not able to see anyone.
And he'll probably make sure those that are in 2 behave.
Okay, keep an eye on 2. Got it. And Nickname's providing Overwatch. Holly's currently busy with 2 guys. The medic is currently probably watching and or dealing with the stuff that's on the bench. Okay. So.
The latter 2.
So, the sequence of events. So, Nay, you will be able to open the door. Are you just like slamming it all the way open, opening it up only X amount? Like, how much of the door are you willing to open?
Enough for our solo to go in, but not enough to make a loud noise to draw their attention to the breach happening.
Okay, so probably like opening it up like a 45 degrees. Basically, like open it halfway would be more than enough room for your solo to basically slip in. So, okay. Curl, give me a rifle check. As you're able to rush into your target. Let's see how this goes.
Oof.
Ouch.
Ouchies. Okay. We're going back to the fun chart.
Yay! Fun chart.
Well, that's the
Long
nature of the die roll.
Is it,
Yeah.
Is it?
Roll me a d10 real quick, my buddy.
The dice
Oh,
gods
fuck.
give it,
Oh,
the dice
God.
gods take it away.
Oh no. Okay.
Right, I should say if I need to make a roll, give me a warning, or it might be a minute because I have to watch the bean and I need to start some food.
No worries. So, can you please give me a damage roll from your rifle as if it's shot? Because unfortunately, you just wounded a member of your own party.
Oh no.
And unfortunately, I believe the closest one to you would technically be Nay.
You shot the kitty.
So basically,
Tweets, okay, thank God you low-rolled it.
So basically, he had
That's a lot of ones.
the gun, and the gun basically fired while it was being used as a ram.
Yes. Unfortunately, in the fumbling, as the guy might have like got a good look at you and reacted quick enough to basically like bump away the rifle, but then it discharged. So the gun goes off and it nails the kitty. So now we're dealing with damage against the kitty at the moment.
Oh, great.
I guess that is a question that it comes to mind. In the previous combats that we have, we're fully healed, or are we still damaged from that?
You haven't had a good chance to actually, rest for a long period of time, so likely not.
Oh, great. So another reason to keep me back, if I still have the damage from the last combat we've ever done. I don't know when the combat was, but we probably had combat.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you probably have damage from the actual crash. Like I said, it hasn't been that long since then. It's probably been at most maybe a day. You guys haven't had any chance to, do like the long type of rest type thing.
I don't know if it was from the crash, more of because we ran into those three snipers in the blinds. It might have been
Uh,
during that fight.
did you
Boy,
actually
we
get damaged?
no, I blew that one up, and I think
Yeah,
Carl finished
Carl
the other
and
one.
nickname ripped them to pieces.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
maybe
it's
it was the crash.
It's from the crash, my buddy.
Yeah.
You all took damage from that one.
Oh, right. And that's how I lost 2 fucking programs. I forgot about that. I'm still pissed
Yes.
about that.
Okie dokie. So, nay, you know what? Roll me a d10 real quick. Carl for target area. Nine. Okay. You somehow shot Nay's kitty in the left leg.
Ugh.
So, Nay, do you have any armor on your left leg?
Well, I know I've got the SP6 from the skin armor, but I'm just trying to look through my notes to see if there's any armor I get from my cold.
That would be your
my,
BTM for your body type.
BTM.
Yep.
-3.
So you would decrease the amount of damage by 3 plus your armor for that location.
Right. Yeah, since that skin armor pretty much his whole body, I just need to double check the if there's any armor on my cold weather combat gear.
With your ones, oh yeah, you get the special one.
Yeah, the Stemmeyer cold weather combat gear.
Yeah, 1 second. I faintly remember where that was to. That is a corporate report. Is that second or third one? It's Militech Lazarus. Nope, not that one. Probably 3 then. Sternmeyer combat gear. It's good for low temperature. It's excellent insulating. It's made battery for the heating unit into it. When worn as an ensemble, armor can increase this. No, that would be the armored greatcoat that would do that type of stuff. I think that's what Curl's got.
Yeah, worth it to double
So
check.
your stuff is mainly for, keeping you warm.
Right. So
it's basically like normal clothing at that point.
Okay, so basically the 6 SP from the skin armor bio and the -3 from the BTM, so that's a grand total of 9.
Yep, and let's see there now. What rifle were you using, Curl?
Winchester lever action.
Winchester lever action. Give me a second. Paul Blackhand's book. That's a lever action. That's a rifle.
1894 specifically.
Yep, I'm just trying to see because there's going to be a level of penetration to that, so technically would reduce the amount of bonus that the armor would give. Okay, let me just pull back up. So I need to go to the actual weapons section because it does actually talk about penetration.
Heyo.
Not that penetration. Get your mind out of the gutter.
That's what Holly's doing at the moment, so don't worry about it.
Oh.
I mean, I'm supposed to be the one with the mind in the gutter. I mean, shut up.
No, you visit. I live there.
I just make jokes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, though I'm pretty sure a
I'd make-
number of us can verify that residency on Captain's part.
I mean, I would make jokes that are more explicit, but I don't want to get May's channel banned, and the Bean's hearing is within range right now.
Okay. Okay, yeah, that should still be the same amount. It's only if it was like an armor-piercing round that would mess with that.
Okay, so as a currently...
And as far as I remember, Curl's not using AP ammunition.
Too expensive.
You're not wrong in that. So then, yeah, so it would be your 3 and your 6, so you're taking 9 off that, so you're still taking 3 boxes worth of damage.
Well, I was at 4 boxes in light before, so that'll take me 2 into serious then.
Ooh, okay.
Because light then serious.
Okay, so you're gonna be now dealing with a -1, and ooh, actually, I think you need to make a check because you just got shot. Give me a stun save with a -1 to what you would normally roll.
Okay, stun save, so... that would be the save box, right?
Yes.
Save...
And you basically have a -1 penalty to that because you're currently stunned -1.
So that's normally a 7, so that would take that down to a 6.
Yep, so you'd roll... give me a second to double check. You just need to roll a d10 and you need to either equal or roll lower than that number. Ooh, you rolled above it. Let's see.
Without the
If you
stun
failed,
penalty,
you
that would have hit.
Yep, let's see. So with the stun save, you're currently out of combat until you can recover. So you basically would have to do a stun save every turn to basically get yourself out of the recover from what you just did. So you took a pretty nasty hit to your leg, and golly, that hurt absolutely really bad. The kitty's probably down on the ground, probably dealing with, the ramifications of that.
I feel
Is it wrong that I could see the Peter Griffin meme where they're on doing the rocking back and forth, going,
I mean, this is literally a bullet. Actually, yeah, it's a decently powered rifle round right through the leg, so kitty leg is not doing so well at the moment.
So I suppose
and remember, that's left leg.
I suppose I should go and then roll however many times it takes for me to see how long it takes me to recover. Damn it!
Ouchies.
All right.
Well, actually, remember we're technically going to be in combat.
Yeah, I'm just in advancing how many turns it's going to take.
Yeah.
Damn it!
Why the fuck is it like 7? I know I like the number 7, but it should be rolling it that often.
Are we sure?
Damn it!
God damn it! I just did that for a test. I'm like, that's not gonna happen.
Okay.
Finally!
Wow. Avery is pissed tonight, apparently.
And I think under normal circumstances, the 7 would have been just fine.
Don't blame me in my sweaty mood. I had to be the most observant. It's not my fault.
Oh my god.
Oh god, that's
don't
perfect,
believe you.
Magus. My leg is perfect for this.
Yes, but I also like the fact that I rolled not a 7, it's a 7.
Yeah. Oh, I know. So, the kitty is currently injured and is not doing so well. Carl, you weren't able to incapacitate the guy, but he's not armed at the moment. But you do see next to him is his rifle leaned up against the wall, and he does have a sheath where you do see a knife. So everyone, let's roll initiative.
Alright.
I'm not going into combat unless they.
Yes.
Unless...
Well, you're in Overwatch, so yes, you would be rolling too, nickname. But at the actually,
like I said, I decided I'm only really fighting unless they tell me.
Everfree, make me a seduction
Yep.
check, please.
Okie dokie.
Oh, right. Oh, shit.
So
I
attempts
want-
to gain peaceful entry into room number 3 failed spectacularly.
Yeah. But as Magus is doing the roll for this, so you do see on the other side of a table in the middle is Jackson looking at you guys, and he does have a lovely shotgun in his hands.
Oh, great.
So, how do you use luck?
So luck would be for every point you use from it, you add on a +1 to your roll. So you can do it in bits and pieces, or you can dump it all in one big go if you so desired.
But do you permanently lose that then?
You don't lose it permanently, but it basically lowers that stat for this session as it gets lower. But at the end of the session, you would basically get back to full.
Oh.
So, I will use half of it. So 5.
Damn.
Well, hot diggity damn.
54.
Okay, okay.
Are we rolling for initiative? Or...
Well, this was whether or not Holly would have to roll for initiative, because at the moment she is keeping the guys focused.
She's keeping the other two preoccupied. And
Yes,
she's
so at the
doing her
moment
damn best.
you are doing your damn best. So now I'm gonna need Captain, who's down at number 4. I'm
Crap.
gonna need nickname our overwatching sniper, our netrunner, Scorpio, and I'm going to need Curl and Nade technically to also roll for initiative.
What's the initiative modifier?
So
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
initiative is based off of. Give me a second. Get down to the right
Isn't it,
section. It is a D10 plus your reflex. And for Curl, he adds in his special thing because he's a solo. They're quick in combat.
Apparently that medic wants to go.
Oh, that's not how that works. I got 26.
Okie dokie.
Yep. Question: when this whole bad roll does happen, can they still have enough wherewithal to, aside from cursing as in the whole my leg thing, but still try and get the code word Trogdor out?
Roll me a. Give me a second. An endurance check to see if you were able to get it, because like I said, you're currently suffering the after effects of literally being shot.
You know, it makes sense, the sniper going last.
Yeah, good to see Nicholas character see the shot happen. It's like,
No,
what
you did not. You're currently reeling from the shock of literally being shot. By your comrade, nonetheless. Okie dokie, I'm gonna need to quickly take note of all the different people. Cypher freeze keeping people covered. Oh boy. So what was your final one at the end, Captain? So
26.
26. Nice. Okay, dokie. Captain. 26. Scorpio. 11. Nay is also 11. Who has the highest reflex between you two? Or actually, no, Nay's dealing with stuff, so I'm just gonna put Nay after Scorpio for now. Curl, oof. 23. Nice, very nice. Appropriate. 23. Nickname is also rolling. Okay, so. Actually, I'll leave it up to you three. So, nickname, Nay, and Scorpio, you all wrote 11. So, what order would you guys want to be in?
Honestly, I feel like it's almost perfect. Violas being the sniper, considering I'm like literally there just for when they go. But I can live with whatever.
I mean, from Nick Jones' vantage, he could see more 3 than all of us, right?
Yeah, you have a good view. Some of the vehicles are in some bad spots, but you would have been able to position yourself in a way to have a clear line of sight on number 3.
I mean, we could have a nickname, if possible, if he went first, have an action ready to just to shoot anyone that comes into his sight that's hostile.
Fair.
Like an Overwatch section. Try
Is that
delaying anyone getting hurt. Unless you want to risk waiting.
Does that sound agreeable?
Could work with that.
Yeah. I feel though like I may still try and do the endurance run to try and get Trogdor out, even on the rolls where I'm well, because we know how many rolls it's going to take for me to come out of the stun, but I feel like it's worth it at the very least to try to still attempt to at least get the code word out to try and minimize the risk of the one we need to end up to avoid keeping them from getting shot.
Yeah, especially since this guy's got a shotgun leveled, and that's not going to be fun to deal with.
Okay, so for the
but like I said, we can do that each round we get to you. Like I said, we know how long it's going to be until you naturally recover, but
yeah, it's going to be on the 4th subsequent turn.
Okay, so for now, I'm going to move this over to Cyberpunk. I'm going to poke your guys' thing there, so that's turn order. Now I need to actually roll for these two now, because thankfully Holly is being her lovely self and keeping the other people... what was that roll for?
I was getting ready, like for as soon as I'm ready, and like, of course I crit.
You
But
wasted
we're not even attacking at the moment. We're still figuring out turn order, my buddy. And you're like 11. There's still 26 and 23 ahead of you.
Look, I just like being ready.
My buddy, there's a difference between being ready and doing your thing out of order. Like, I'm gonna have to toss out that nat 10.
Whatever. At the same point, like I said, I was just waiting ahead of myself and like having it ready in case I got distracted. Hey, no BAP.
Yes, Bap.
Yes, we got.
Okay. Also, to your trained eyes, Carl, you currently have an Arasaka Rapid Assault Shot 12 leveled at you. That's not going to be fun. At least that's in the hands of William Jackson at the moment. Okay. He is a netrunner, so he is only going to have a +8 on his check. 22 + 8. Okay, respectable. And his colleague. Okie dokie. That's funny. Okay, so the thug is technically set it up as if he's actually, nickname is. He's got family.
Ah,
Bam.
Okie dokie. He gets a +4. 1d10 plus 4. Okay, 6. So he'll be at the end of the initiative, so... Jackson... 17. Thug... 6. Okay, to get past all of that, I'm just going to repo. I'm gonna repost down here. Turn order. Okie dokie. So, at the moment, Captain, you hear gunshot go off. You can see from where you're two looking up the wooden walkway. Blood spurted from the kitty's leg, and she's down on the ground, likely holding it in pain. Struggling to say something, but not able to say anything at the moment. What do you do as
Alrighty.
Holly's busy behind you?
Did I already stash
likely
the
off
weapons?
your-
Or do I still need to
Hmm?
stash these guys with weapons?
You likely would have at this point. Where would you stashed it to? Would you put it like outside the building?
Probably outside in a snowdrift, like just stuff them
Sure.
deep under the
So,
snow, so
like,
it's kind
okay,
of
so
not
you can-
obvious.
Yeah, so you can start off basically just off to the probably like right or left outside. You're now seeing this.
Okay.
You see this horribleness happen. What do you do?
I'm going to run over to the kitty and try to offer aid. I forget how much I
Okey-dokey.
can do in a turn.
So that is your movement allowance, good sir.
Okay.
Okay, give me a
What the
second.
hell's that even from?
So movement
enough.
allowance. Okie dokie. So if you're gonna straight up run, that is equal to your MA multiplied by 3.
My NA.
That would be. So what is your movement allowance?
That's a great question. Where is this?
That's one of your actual stats. So that would be MA on your
5.
sheet. 5, so you can run 15. So I would probably say... Huh. That's actually a good question. I don't know where that's actually from. I don't know where that image is actually from. But back to the actual map itself.
It says
I would
Harry
say
Dresden in the file.
Oh, wow, interesting. So I'd say probably... How big of a distance is it from you to there? Does it actually state how far it is? The boardwalk. Bathhouse. Well, if the hub is 8 feet by 15, then we could say 8 by 15. So I'd say the distance between each of those little like holes along that like walkway might be 15 feet. Actually, no. Wait, then that's a really fucking long walkway. Wait. Yeah, because when you're making measurements, it's 8, like the little dash is for like feet, and 2 dashes is for inches, isn't it?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Like when you're noting down like measurements like that. Because for you guys, because you guys deal with feet and inches.
Yes.
Yeah, one dash is feet, the 2 is the inches.
Gotcha. Okay. So it's saying here that the redwood tub, which is that smaller square inside of the bathhouse, is 8 feet by 15 feet. So I would assume that longer one is going to be your 15 feet. So if we took that, uh, you can probably then get. Wow, that is a really fucking long walkway. Huh. You're then probably only able to get to that second bit of, like, circles there. Like, literally just off to the left of that 5. Like, you see those, like, dots on the walkway? You can probably get to there with your movement, honestly, if we're doing that. Wow. I would not have put a bathhouse that far away from where you're actually sleeping, to.
Yeah, that does seem like a bit of an odd construction.
But then again,
well.
that's in feet, and feet's not that long per se. But in like the quick seconds we're dealing with, it's definitely gonna take a bit, because that would be like what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 by say 15 would be how many feet the like first one is to from the bathhouse. Still weird, but oh well. I'm not an architect.
I mean,
So
then
let's say,
again, scaling is fun.
yeah,
Yeah.
but like I said, so no.
Yeah, it probably doesn't help that these maps don't give like a scale feature on them.
Like I said, the only bit of scaling I can get is from like descriptions of different rooms. Because like I said, the only one that actually gives like actual like sizes is like the measurements of the actual tub in the bathhouse.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing I could potentially think of to try and get a feel for it would be the size of size of some of the vehicles here on the map.
Yeah,
Like,
but that would be appropriate actually, given what I'm seeing. Because yeah, that would be the rough. Yeah,
because
it looks like the scales of the vehicles are pretty well done.
Because about how long is your average snow speeder?
Yeah, you got too much of Star Wars on the brain now.
I can't help it. It's been with.
You mean like a snowmobile?
Yeah, snowmobile.
I
Five,
don't do
6 feet.
outdoorsy things during the winter. When it gets cold, I get into a cocoon under an electric blanket.
I don't blame you, Nay. But yeah,
I dragged you
it
out
looks
of
to
the
be. The map does look to be well scaled. That's the thing. I'm just denoting that the walkway itself is pretty long for how far away you go. But like I said, I don't know what the actual land like there would be like. That could actually just be a good way of doing it now, because you're working within the parameters of like where the hot spring itself is too, and how stable the land is. So
Yeah.
that could just be how they had to do it here.
I mean, to be fair as well, it would make sense that you don't want the hot spring close to the building in case you get loud, so there is the buffer of noise.
That too. That's what I was willing to give it the benefit of the doubt, because like, okay, that's another angle too you can go with. Like, oh yeah, if you're like being loud and obnoxious, at least then you're not affecting where you're sleeping to. So yeah, it sucks for how far Captain's got to go in his movement, but we at least know where he's tutor now. He's at those second ones. They're now like those little like plips. Like, literally just off to the left of that 5, like, a straight line across that way. That's where you're 2 at the moment. In between those.
Yeah, and a thought occurs to me to ask is, I'd like to believe that in the trip down here, that I did make sure to share the code phrase with everyone else in the party.
I would believe yes.
So
I think most of us were all in the same room when she
Do
told us.
you have your what you call? Oh wait, you have the thing on. Realized that, don't you? You in the room. I can see Renee is where I'm at, right? And who she's in front of.
You can see her where she collapsed to, where the door's open now. So yes, you can see where Nay is too.
I mean, she'd either be left or right of the door if she was in a position to open the door so Carl can breach.
Oh yeah, now that I
Alright,
think about it, now.
I have an idea.
Don't shoot me.
Well,
I have another idea.
Well,
That's
one
really,
quick
really
second.
concerning.
Let me just go and do this too. 1, 2, 3.
I'll be honest, that just came off the top
Okay,
of my
good.
head.
Okay, give me a second. I need to add one more group to the actual turn order.
Oh no.
That just popped out of my head as soon as you said that. I know
It's the
thoughts.
group in location 2, isn't it?
Room 2, folks. They rolled a 1.
And this is why I
Was
stayed
still
watching location room 2.
Okie dokie. So, Captain did his thing. Curl, you're right in front of the thug. You see he's not currently got any weapon in his hand, but he's looking straight at you. What do you do? And you see off to your left, be set likely on a chair on the other side of the table. Here's where Jackson is too. He's got that lovely shotgun currently pointed at the door, where you're probably not that far from yourself. So at the moment, there's one hostile who's armed, one hostile right in front of you who's not armed at the moment.
I am going to attempt to grapple the bastard in front of me and try to wheel him around so he's between me and that shotgun.
Ooh, okie dokie, okie dokie. Let us
I presume
see.
that would be more of a brawl.
That would be, yeah, I would call that a brawl check. To
Wait,
try and
that's
maneuver
right.
his ass.
You were playing Smash Brothers?
What?
Oh shush.
Thank you, Cap.
Don't be next in line, nickname. The dice gods taketh away tonight, it seems.
Oof, okay. So he would probably be able to try and avoid. Actually, yeah, I'll have him do a little bit of brawling too to try and avoid that. He's a thug, so he's not that well trained. He's not a soldier like you. Oh fuck, actually he's trained in brawling, never mind. And
Local
brawling
dust's
is
gotta
weak
have
to
something
that.
to do on a weekend night.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, he doesn't have a high stat to complement it. He's got 5 in brawling, but he's only got a reflex of 4, so he only gets +9.
Okay, what do the dice say?
No, 9.
No.
Carl can try his best to try and move his opponent, but he is unmoved as he sits on his box, still trying to cope with the fact that someone tried to smash his head in with a butt of a rifle. And then it also went off basically right next to him, so his ears are probably doing that lovely ringing at the moment. You know, everyone's loving tetanus at the moment. Jackson.
Tinnitus.
Yeah, tinnitus.
Tetanus is the
Yeah.
other thing, which you don't want.
I mean, who knows?
Been
Some
there,
of you
had that.
could
No, I'm good.
some of you could have tetanus at the moment. Who knows? That's besides the point.
Holly, did you
Hey,
bite someone?
Works. It works. When I rolled seduction, was I supposed to also
No.
my
Please bite
empathy?
someone. That would be rabies, not tetanus. That is a completely different thing.
What were you saying, Magnus?
Was I supposed to also include my empathy in the role since it's seduction is under the
Yes.
empathy?
It would be
Oh.
empathy plus seduction. So yeah, you've probably been killing it even more so than you thought.
So my seduction rolls were 9 points short.
Holy crap.
Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, so yeah, they're on a different planet at the moment. They heard the noise, but it's not as good as what they're seeing at the moment. Okay, oof. Unfortunately for you, Jackson's actually got some training. So he'll be rolling a reflex of 8 plus a 3 in rifle because shotguns technically fall under being used with rifle. So he'll be rolling an 11, a plus 11.
Boy, here we go.
As he takes aim at the person trying to manhandle the local mook who's working for them. Okay, then. So, yeah, he's close enough. Yep, so that would be a hit. That would be an 8. So that would be... Scroll back up to the right section. Okay, an 8 is... Come on. 8. Right leg. Okay. Your right leg is going to take some damage. He'll be rolling his damage, which is...
Jeez, we really
Okay.
fucking hate legs here.
Yeah, we really do hate legs, but that's the usual thing. Oh, hey,
Like,
technically he would have... Technically,
Yeah.
he would have had a -1 on that because he gets a slight penalty because of how this shotgun works, but he still would have hit at this
So,
distance.
spin leg day?
Yeah, apparently. /R 40... 4d6. Okay, he low rolled it. What is your armor and what is your BTM? Because this will be your right leg.
Armor 16. BTM, what the fuck is that?
So that's on your sheet. It would have been like a modifier. Like, what's your actual body score?
10.
Like the stats. 10. So okay. So then you got really high body. So that gives you essentially like the higher your body score is, you essentially have a form of DR that your body innately has. So since you're rolling with that, you would have a very strong body, which would give you a -4 on any damage you receive, no matter where it's to on your body. So you said it was armor 16? Then yes, okay. So you say fuck you damage to your leg as the double-aught buck is quite ably stopped by your armor. Okie dokie, that'll be Jackson's go. Nickname, at the moment, you currently just heard a shotgun go off. And yeah, you see some rough and tumble stuff going on there, especially with your thermal eyes.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Can I have my idea?
yes.
Nate, you have your mic or your whatever we're communicating with, right?
I'd imagine so, yeah.
I'm gonna in my thing. I'm gonna do it for her. Trogdor.
So what are you transmitting across?
Trogdor.
Like what are you using?
Whatever however that we're communicating back and forth together.
You guys probably have some walkies that you've basically stolen at this point.
So, basically, the code phrase Trogdor would be coming in over the walkies in the spot to where the guy can hear it.
Okay, let's see. So it's on the kitty who's on the ground at the moment. Shotgun just went off. It's being yelled out now by Nickname's character. Okay, give me a second. I'm pretty certain he's probably gonna hear, but I'm at least okay. Yeah, he's doing good for awareness. That's good. Awareness is an int. Yep. What's his int? His int is really good. Okay. So he'll be rolling a plus 15. So honestly, he's probably gonna be able to hear. Just gonna double check. 10 plus 15. Oh yeah, he definitely heard. Okay. But that'll be the next turn, like when he's able to do again, there now is when he'll be able to react to that.
And I imagine that's basically my turns, and
You can, unless you want to fire at anyone or do anything else.
as much as I want to blow somebody up, I'm gonna dial back my murder boner bloodlust a bit.
I mean,
Also,
are you sure to take multiple
also-
actions?
Yeah.
Gosh, I'm trying.
Also,
trying to
Holly,
be,
can you please go ahead, nickname?
I was telling like Scorpio, hush! I'm trying to be a good girl and not be a murderous pirate for once.
Okay.
Be
Holly,
proud of
please
your
roll me
sister.
another seduction check.
All right, and this time with the right numbers.
Because a shotgun just went off, and that's a loud boomy boom.
Oops. Yeah, forgot the R.
Yep. Okie dokie. They're less keeping an eye on you at the moment, as they might be now starting to think they might need to react to what's on the go, because they've now heard a rifle shot and then a shotgun blast. So at the moment, you roll me a initiative for now, because you're probably gonna have to react, I'd say, the next round cycle.
Alright, so initiative was 1d10 plus reflex?
Yep. Yeah, that'd be the same thing with these two. I'll roll them together. 4. That's a plus 4. Okay, nice. 10 plus 4. 10. Okay, though you'll be able to react before them, so you can try to assuage them if need be. So that would be Holly. 16. Bath. House. Duo. 10. Okay. I'll update the thingy. So, Holly 16. Boop. Okay, right after them, and they'll be 10. Okay, at least the thugs are rolling within a similar range of each other. Okay, so nickname did his thing. Scorpio, what are you doing at the moment? You just saw Nay get shot by a rifle, and then you just heard a shotgun blast go off, and a bit of the door, actually, bit of the wall, got a little bit like peppered out to there now from some of the bits bouncing off, essentially, of Carol's armor, essentially. What are
Okay,
you
so
doing, good sir?
well, he saw that
And you also just heard from, well, from your radio too, but also from where Naya's tutor now, the your friend nickname yelling out Trogdor.
Do you want me to give you the real full rulebook so you might have time to look at it?
yes.
Sorry.
That's not your fault. Dog! How dare you?
Did I distract you?
No, it's because dogs want to elbow me.
So now we get a bean and a dog a good distraction by the looks of it.
Oh, indeedy.
I tried to give them water. They hit my arm that has the damn bowl with the water and made me spill it. Dang it. I mean, Jesus Christ, you'd think that they never get water or anything.
I mean, I got a bunch of cats, my buddy. They're the same way.
I just want to play as a cat with a pumpkin mask that has explosives on them for no reason. Please.
Sounds like a
Green
bean then
Goblin?
wants to play an alchemist.
Isn't that the Green
No,
Goblin?
if you've ever heard of the Root role-playing game, that's what it is.
Okie dokie.
Where was
So what shall our hacker do as you just saw all that and heard all that?
I need to actually read it instead of the thing that you tossed in the drawer of no return. I swear, you've opened the thing probably once.
I
and
will,
you ruined it.
I will read it too.
Oh, he has a drawer of no return. Oh, noted.
Oh my, oh my.
I know.
Okay,
Goodbye.
One more question.
Yes. Yes, stop.
Yeah,
Does it later?
Yes,
No, they don't.
yes, I did.
No, you
Yes, I
don't.
did.
we do.
My friends made you get it.
Mhm.
There you go. Okay, fine. One more question. Everything up tomorrow or is that taking up?
She'll be better with this.
Okay.
You should be in bed, though.
I know, I'm just asking a question. Jeez.
Yes. Good night. God damn, he's worse to the 50-minute goodbyes than I am.
Yeah,
Really?
I
Nope.
wonder where he gets it from.
Come on. Go to bed. She won't be happy if you don't get up early tomorrow.
That is a fair point.
Yes. Good night.
Oh, I heard a cat.
The thing that you're not gonna read with me?
You-
No, that other thing. The thing you forgot about behind you.
I didn't forget about it, but
Yes, you did.
Sure.
yes, I did.
Ah,
yes, I
you
did.
admit it! God damn, I'm good.
Better.
Bye-bye. Good night.
So you look at the rules for that.
Yes, I'll look.
Remember, I want to play as a chaotic cat that has random explosives on them for no reason.
Hey,
I want to make your life as a DM a living nightmare, please.
okay. All right, good night.
Ooh, that sounds like a
Oh
promise.
my. Yeah, that's a promise.
You didn't hear anything.
A while ago, I just
No,
wanted
not. I got you. I got. All right, bye.
Everybody's talking.
What else is new, Skipper? You got a bunch of voices in your head as usual. What else is new?
Did you do something with me this summer?
Yes, I will.
Good, good.
Okay, we can get back. Let's see. So the two are getting up from the bed, right?
You don't have special eyes. You can't see them through the window at the moment. But, yeah, you can probably hear movement now, or, like, at least some noises of surprise. Sluggish surprise, though. And you can take from that whatever you will. So what does the sus do?
Must be sussing.
Indeed.
I'm
When is
going
it?
to. Are the noises sounded like they're coming from in front of the window, or a general area?
Off to the right of it. I imagine the window would probably fall between those two beds. Like, you see where those two beds along the right wall still? It would be, like, in between the middle of those.
Let's see, gotta get the... Okay. Alright, so the window's between those beds, so if that's the case, and it's just to the right, then it's probably safe to assume, even though I can't see it, it's coming from the far corner where the two beds are, right?
Yes. Like I said, it's that bed up in the top right of that room, and that is where the people are to.
Okay.
So what shall the sus do? Shall he just shoot them?
I mean, that was the idea that came. It's like, just to shoot blindly.
I mean, given this place is not built, to withstand a siege, you can have confidence that your shot is going to go through that wall.
Alright. Actually...
So is that your decision? Are you going to randomly shoot at the people in two?
Yes, and let's see. It's a -3. I think the penalty's not going to kill me if I could shoot twice. If every action's a -3 to the penalty. Okay, because it's considered the tech.
Mm-hmm.
No, wait.
It would be your reflex because you're shooting with a gun.
Yes, and I have 10 in it, so I'd have 17. I think I could at least shoot at the firearm twice.
Okay.
And have
make me two attack rolls.
And I know accounting for roll that this is more. So, Wow, that roll is consistent. That moment I'd be concerned if I shot 3 times. Would the next one have been a 1?
Okay, Giffen. Let's see. You're using a pistol. So you're dealing with that. So you still
It's
hit with each. So roll me your damage twice.
Isn't this just the usual kind of tabletop things? Things are going so smooth, and then the dice decide to say, fuck you, let's make things more interesting.
okay. 6,
E.
6.
Okie dokie then. Okay.
Still consistent
So
damage.
you're shooting through roughly a wood door type of SP, so that would knock 5 off of each of those, so that's 21 and 19 respectively. Okay, for future reference, that is all on page 102. 102, combat shit. Okay. So you would be dealing that much damage. Go back up top here.
Oh,
I should have technically had these pages bookmarked beforehand, but that is my bad.
Oh shit, these are heavy.
Okay.
Or very
Yeah.
heavy.
So that would be there. So character sheet is 30. Got it. Okay. So you would do that amount of damage. Actually, give me a second. Roll me 2d10.
Now I need to check how much ammo it holds. It's a magnum. I think it's 6.
I mean, if it's a magnum, it probably holds at most maybe, what, 6? Also depends on what type of magnum.
It's the Arms Arno .454. Plasmatic TM.
You're better off looking at Blackhand's book now for all the weapons. Because that would probably be maybe a very heavy pistol.
I know it's a very heavy, I just can't remember how much ammo it holds at a time.
1 second, open up Blackhands, go to very heavies. Okie dokie, it is a arms. What's the actual name on it? Like the full name?
Arms Arno 454 Plasmatic TM Magnum AC.
Okay, arms Arno. Okay, you're rolling that. It's a 6.
Okay, so it has 4 shots.
Yep. And Jesus, that thing has a lot of range on it, actually. So yeah, okay. But yeah, roll me 2d10 real quick. Wait, at least you're consistent. That's good. 4, where does that hit? Torso shots each, got it.
I guess the hope is that they'd probably end up, if they don't, assuming they don't have gear on, and if someone's randomly shooting into the building, the
Yeah.
reaction would hopefully be they're going to take cover with whatever they have, and not be so eager to rush out.
That's 21 damage to the first one, and 19 to the second one. I go back to here, and I check the chart, so it would be there, and it would be there. Noted. Okay.
Oh, god damn it, I would ask. Of course I forgot that I fucking put how much a mag has in the goddamn sheet.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was pretty certain you already got that marked down, my buddy.
Yes, I'm blind.
Okay, dokie. So just a note. So first one will be in Mortal 0 and the other one in Mortal 1. So Mortal 0, Mortal 1. That's 21 clips. Actually, no, that would be reversed. Yeah, the first one would be Mortal 1. That's 21, that's 19. Let's see. Actually, they would have had some BMs, so... Body. Okay. Okay, so technically both are Mortal 0. Which one? Okay. So, they will have to make me some death saves.
Oh shit. When the fucking cyber runner says, no, you dead.
Yeah, you did get them into mortal wounded off of just, a shot each. Sure that happens like that, you know that, right?
I'm aware that in this game, you basically could pop like a cherry.
Okay.
Yep. For those watching who are not familiar, that is the thing about the Cyberpunk game, is that you can make yourself more skilled all you want, but a lucky shot, well, you're still human.
Yeah.
I mean, that's any game system. I mean, World of
Bullets.
Darkness is worse with that.
I mean, in a sense, bullets hurt.
Oh, wait a
Yes.
tick. I think I'm forgetting something now, because they just took a bunch of damage in one go.
Shock?
Give me a
Does
second.
this really account for shock?
Well, we're sort of going beyond shock, my buddy, at this point. I'm talking about the amount of damage they took in one go. I remember that was the thing with the first guy. Remember when you blew his leg off?
That's right.
With your anti-material rifle.
Yes. Which these guys are lucky I didn't fire.
Okay. Okay. So, I remembered where that was. That was limb loss. If you take more than 8 points of damage to a limb area in any one attack, the area is either severed or crushed beyond recognition. They will be doing death saves at Mortal 0. Yep, they will. They sure as fuck will.
That's limb loss.
Unless you've taken ours, no, it's more to one. He has a chance of dying, determining whether survives. Be made. Gets a D10 or equal or lower than your character, subtracting the level severity from the wound from the base, so they're at 0 at the moment, so there's no negative. So give me a quick second. Roll 2d10. Okay. That's what happened. So if you're looking currently at the turn order real quick, you're gonna notice something changing right about now. Oh dear. So yeah, you no longer have to worry about room 2, apparently.
Well, they're dead.
They're dead.
Gosh dang it.
Oh fuck, they're dead.
I mean-
Okay, that's a thing.
I mean, I'd like to say it now. I wasn't trying to go for kill shots. That was just shooting blind.
So, Nay, we're going to your roll, so that'll basically be where your second roll would have happened. So we're at that turn point now.
So that means also we'll need to put in my second roll. I guess at the same point.
Yeah.
At same points, same point that the code of Trogdor or got out, but I could still try to get out the whole Trogdor myself, possibly to
reinforce it,
and possibly if I can get in there. No, Morrison sent us.
Yeah. Okay, roll me your endurance.
Okay, that was D10 plus my
and that
body,
would be your
right?
body. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, wrong area, man.
Dang it.
Just go to the message and just cut the message out and just repost it over on live stream. Don't worry, I do that all the time too. Still not okay. You're still reeling from this horribleness. So then we would. Yeah.
Something like that.
It would be the bath. Oh, actually, no. The bathhouse duo don't do their thing because that's next rotation in case Holly does do well in her check. There's been more shots now. 2 big blasts from a very high caliber revolver. That's not going to help things. Thug 6 has seen a lot so far. Thug 6 is going to try and go for his knife and try and shank someone. He is going to try, but I don't honestly have much faith in him. Because he's technically not trained in melee.
I want to say I believe in him, but at the same time, he's our enemy.
Yeah. 1d10 plus 4. He's got a shank. 1 second. I don't think that's gonna do jack shit, but at least Pedro, no. So I can know for my own sake. Yeah. 7 combat. I need to go back to that would be skill stuff. Actually, wait, what's that? Okay. Making an attack that's range. Talking about melee. Unusuals. Nope. Not dealing with beam weaponry. We're not dealing with any of that. Melee attacks. Okie dokie. It's not any of the fancy schmancy martial arts nonsense. He's just trying to shank you with a knife. Okay, Curl, you can try a dodge roll if you so wish. You could also try to... Actually, no, you don't have any... Yeah, that would be like if you had like a sword or like another like melee weapon you could try to parry, but you could try dodging him. So, let's see. Dodge would give a -2 to attack or row, -3 to defender's other actions. Okay, so if you chose to defend, it would make your next actions in your turn coming up to now to have a penalty. But I don't think he's honestly gonna be able to hit you. Let me just have a look-see. Come on. Okay, nice sliced. Yeah, it's... Melee attacks include, knives and all that, hand-to-hand. Melee attacks differ from range attacks in that you're opposing a person instead. Okie dokie. So they did your check, so, Curl, you can roll me a reflex plus a skill of your choice, so that would be like martial arts, fencing, melee, dodge, or athletics, plus a d10. So you want to give me maybe a melee check or a dodge check or something?
Already did.
Oh, what did you roll? Oh yeah, this guy is definitely an amateur. You can see he's doing his best, but boy is this guy untrained.
The Colombians would eat him for lunch.
They would. Okie dokie. We come back out of the first turn order into the second. Captain, it is your go. You can still run your ass off, but you just saw Scorpio's character just plug 2 big rounds into a room, and yeah, that happened. And you also heard a very big shotgun blast. Do you keep running?
No, he's gonna keep running because Kitty still got shot.
Yeah, definitely. And also, technically speaking, you could have ran further than you did last time because you could have did like triple action, which would basically be like your second like actions would be your stat -3 and then further penalties. So you theoretically could have been further. So I'm more than happy to say you could have gotten to maybe say the next like little plinky points you're now up from where you were 2 before to now. So you're 3 of those up. So you can maybe go another 2 of those if you so wished. Would that be adequate?
Okay, I mean, I'm gonna go as far as I can until I get to the media, so I can patch
so
her
you're
up.
basically halfway there at this point, sadly.
Okay.
Let's see. Get back to the turn order. Carl, it is your go. You can see Jackson has noted what has been said to him, or well, what he heard, and you do see his hesitancy at the moment. But the guy in front of you just did try to shank you, and he did a really bad job of it. What do you do?
I cast Fist.
Okay, roll me your brawl check. Oh, okie dokie, my buddy. Let's see. So he would defend with reflexes plus his skill choice, which probably would be his, absolutely non-possessing. And actually, no, he's got brawling too. So, but actually, He doesn't have any of the other checks that could be possible, so he's basically going straight off of his reflexes. Oh, yeah, he's not going to be able to defend, I think, but we'll see. No. You nail him. So what were you trying to do? Were you just going to, like, strike him, or kick him, or...
Striking to incapacitate.
So that would be 1d6, and so whatever's rolled out of that will be divided by 2, and then we add in a damage modifier, which is based off of your body type. You're very strong, so you add a +2 damage onto that. So you would roll a d6, and we'll see what happens. So 3, so we round down, so it becomes 1 plus 2. So 3 points of damage inflicted to him now. Yeah, the guy's not enjoying this. He's definitely, he can definitely tell that you have more than enough skill to kick his arse.
Despite fumbling the first round. Despite my fumbling of the first round.
Yep.
So by this point, he probably realized he probably got really lucky on that first one.
Oh yes, you can see he's counting his blessings and knows that he's gonna be drawing up a drought at this point. Jackson is going to look between the two of you, between you, Carl, and Nay down on the floor there, and will raise his hand, with the shotgun and wonder now just held up there now, going, "Okay, call off your people. Who did you hear that off of?" So he's yielding. Holly, please make me a seduction check, because we're up to you now.
Alright.
Because basically Jackson's yielding at this point now and asking a question.
It's either really smart or really stupid of them.
No, Nay, I assume your character's smart enough to at least...
And this time, I'm going to be putting my other 5 points of block in.
Okay. Okay,
No,
yep,
least...
okay. We do not need to worry about the duo.
So...
You put all of your come hither into that. You're gonna have to basically go the extra mile with it, but you can keep them busy with your able assets. We shall leave it at that.
The box of family friendliness is earning its keep tonight.
It is. So I'm just going to put a line through the bathhouse duo.
The box of family-friendly content got reinforced.
Yes, very much so. So you've made good use out of your capabilities.
I built her to be good at one thing, and it is paying off.
I like how I built myself for combat and everything, but my main thing this turn was no combat. And combat.
Yep. Nickname, good sir. You hear, I'd say, over the walkie, you can hear what Jackson just said. So you can hear that he's yielding, because I would assume Nay's walkie probably picked up on it.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I assume Nay's smart enough to make sure I could hear that from a distance, hear that through her walkie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I will probably stow my sniper and wait for a signal to come up closer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Scorpio, what are you doing?
If I may add, you also could throw the Morrison name out there.
Oh,
sure, you would have actually heard his question.
True. Then I will probably repeat the Morrison thing. Or Morrison.
So, Curl, you'll be able to see, he recognizes the name, and he nods a little at that as he keeps his hands up for now, and actually, he still got the shotgun in one hand, but it's raised up in the air at the moment. Okay, what are you doing, Scorpio? You just apparently murked 2 people. Or at least, you're no longer hearing anything from in there. And to your eyes, nickname, you're seeing what's inside of the room 2 is starting to cool off. And, Captain might be able to see that too, but since there's another room between him and it might just be at an awkward angle, so you might not be able to see that. Curl's too busy in combat looking at the guy and looking at Jackson, so that would be right behind him, so he wouldn't be able to see that. So the only one I think who can actually see that at the moment with the special eyes would be Nickname. So what are you doing, Scorpio?
Let's see. Well, since probably 2 is dealt with, just in case Satoshi will move from where he was standing to the front. Oh shoot! No, the vehicle wouldn't be there. It'd be the other.
The vehicle's right there. Everyone's vehicles are currently here. So what vehicle are you speaking of specifically?
Which vehicle has a better angle to the door? Because he's going to probably move up to using that vehicle cover.
I would assume probably Hobo's ambulance.
You better not put any holes in my car.
Did I hear put holes in the car? Got it.
No.
Considering what our fucking netrunner is using now, he actually could put some holes in that vehicle.
Sure, if he shot
he
anywhere,
might not, because I think
cause
it's
it to blow
armored.
up.
That's why now I think about it. If I shot at your car, that'd be a big hole.
Yeah.
Can we not? I'm gonna make my car shoot you. It has a machine gun.
Right. Well, as I was going, assuming how it's angled, or he'd probably use like moving up to whatever side bumper, probably assuming that the driver's side is facing the cabins, using the right side near the bumper, still as cover, but as well as adjusting so he has a better vantage of cabin 3.
Okay.
But other than that, is standing down.
Okay. So, Nay is on the floor. This would be her third row. Bathos, Duel are quite busy at the moment. Thug 6. Is he smart enough not to be a dumb cuff? He's just hired muscle. Is he actually gonna use his thinker? What is your aunt? Your aunt is as horrible as your reflexes are.
He's paid to be muscle. He's not paid to think.
Yeah. Okay, I'll give him a go. As long as he doesn't horribly botch this, he might be able to put 2 to 2 together. Okay, He looks confused, and he's smarting from the hit he just took, but he will hold up his hands hesitantly. So at the moment, all of the enemies are currently pacified or busy with other things.
Pacified with extra steps.
Yes.
They should consider themselves legit lucky. I decided not to fire.
Exactly.
Especially if my luck continued with that crit, they would have exploded.
Okay.
I mean,
I
you
decided-
probably would have misted the guy's head through the wall.
Yeah. I can't believe I decided to show mercy.
You call
Okay.
that mercy?
I am things.
So, at this point in time, now we can go with the idea that our medic keeps running up the walkway. They're now getting up towards everyone else. Jackson will gently put the shotgun down on the table and then put his hands back up. As he looks at you, as I assume you're not gonna beat the shit anymore out of the thug, you can if you want.
It's an option?
It's an option.
Goal has been achieved. Further violence is unnecessary.
Duly noted. As like I said, he'll look back and forth between you. So at this point, as Nay starts to recover herself, the medic can get up to her to check on her. What will happen during this interim with everyone else? Because it takes a few more seconds for Captain to get up there. So what's everyone else doing in this situation at the moment?
I mean, it's gonna take me a while to get up there.
Yep. Yeah, so you got some walking, so that's understandable. Curl, what are you doing?
I'm gonna trust the thug to stay and attempt first aid of my own.
What? So, what sort of check do you want to do here now? Do you actually have any training in first aid?
I know how a tourniquet works, at least.
Okay, just making
Do
sure.
my job.
This would be an int check.
First aid
Actually,
is...
no. Actually, no, that's a tech check. First aid is. So you can make me a first aid check. Ouchies.
Really?
Apparently so. Avre is being vindictive, apparently.
It seems to be like that whenever we sit down for one of these.
Yeah, mind rolling me a quick 1d10, Carl. Try roll low again. Because this is the one where you don't want to roll high. Good, good. Okay, you do not make anything worse. Thank God. When it comes to those tech ones, there's a good 1 in 4. 1 to 4 is essentially the okay. Thankfully, it was not something bad. Okay, but you don't make anything worse. That's the main thing. So Nay is not basically suffering more. Okay, so Captain's walking up. Magus is currently busy. I would imagine very busy at the moment. Carl's doing that. Nay's on the floor. Nickthing's walking up. Scorpio, what are you doing, good sir?
Oh, everything's handled then, correct?
Everything is handled at the moment. Jackson and the thug-in with him are both pacified. The crowd down and 4 are currently very busy. You hear, I'm guessing, some fun noises from that way, even from this distance.
It doesn't help that the ears are probably canine and probably have higher hearing.
Yes. Yes. You do start to smell something foul from 2 now that you think on it. Especially with your enhanced senses. All of you with sensitive noses can probably pick up on the filth of something that has expired. 2 of which is from in there.
Yeah, this one I'd imagine probably still there on my end would probably still be some colorful commentary that anyone who might have seen any of her previous streams from Night City might be familiar with when things like this end up happening.
Yeah.
Hey,
what would that
I
be?
guess he'll probably make his way towards 3. Probably at the same time. Does he? He'll probably see if he can find a cloth or something to make a mask of some sort to try to block the smell. Probably won't work, but I mean,
you're in the storage room
somewhat.
now. If you go into 3, you're in a storage room, so you can find some cloth. Bunch of stuff in here is, it's not like heavily saturated in dust, but there's definitely some dust in here. But you can find some cloth and do some stuff if you so desire.
I mean, anything it'll probably block something.
Yeah, so by this point, you're now Captain can get the nay and do his medical stuff. So please make me a check, good sir.
Okay. Is that the first aid or is that?
You can do your medical stuff.
So med tech.
So that would be your medical. You can use medical tech if you wish, or you can go with first aid. Your choice.
Oh, I'm going to use med tech because that's what I have. That's really special.
Yep, that's your special thing. That's what you're really good at.
What does that fall under? Do your special abilities, do they only get a bonus, or do they get
So they would get the skill bonus level of it, and they would also get the bonus of what stat it's based off of. So since you're a medical tech, you're essentially the equivalency to what jury rig is for a techie. So you would it would fall under intelligence.
Use intelligence. Okay.
Or actually, no, it actually would be tech. Yeah, because first aid is tech, so yeah, it's techie.
I used the wrong thing again. I'm used to a different command for.
Oh, no worries, nobody. Oh, very good. Okay. So, medical stuff, that is on page 116. Okie dokie, 116. You just did a med tech. So, makes a trick as if using the first aid skill, however, with a medical tech. 1 time per day, for example, that would be here in 4 days. So it would be the equivalency of a first. Okay. Must raw value greater than the total number of points of damage the patient has taken. Medical skill are made with 2 skills. Okay. So it will be repairing at the rate of a point a day with your good care. That's what ever came to has been made. However, attempts may be made once more until successful is made. Yeah, so you'll be able to repair a single point of damage.
Okay. It's a start.
So I can take
It is
one,
a start,
so I
thankfully.
can clear out one box then.
Yes.
So still in serious, but only a single point into serious then.
Yeah, because unless you're using like actual like drugs, the speed of naturally healing is not going to be that improved. But you at least did the main thing, which was doing the check, so the healing can actually start now because you've been treated properly.
Excellent.
Because otherwise, if you wouldn't have gotten any treatment, you wouldn't be healing naturally.
Right. And I'm pretty sure I don't think we have any 2077 style stims.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Taylor, speed twice. One. Oh yeah, you're doing good work there. So yeah, so note that. So Nay is patched up at the moment. She is doing good at the moment. Everyone can sort of gather now over here at 3. Does anyone actually check in on room 2, or are we just focusing for now on Jackson and co?
I mean, I think it's more. There was the thought of clearing room 2, but at the same time, if it's bad or if the smell was bad, I don't think he's very keen. Or if he actually.
Oh, you basically pop the torsos of 2 people, so they're currently leaking all over the place, and the obvious things that happens when someone expires, which nature's not kind to people.
Yes.
So, imagine as you'd expect.
Right. Actually, is there...
So, how long till Holly meets up with everybody else?
Hmm.
Yeah, if someone else...
Roll me 2d10 real quick. And that's for Holly. And you were saying, Scorpio?
Oh. Actually, no. It's safe to assume that it's gonna be horrible in 2, or the stench will get worse as time passed, right?
Likely so, yes. And that'll be 14 minutes, my lady. You're gonna be busy.
What? If he did find a rag, he probably will take a quick look, or as long as it could be stood in 2 before it becomes too much.
So as you look in there, you can see the remains of 2 just normal looking people, or formerly normal looking people. As you see a gentleman and a lady who are currently in, I think, 4 pieces because torso got deleted.
This is your fault.
So you put down 2 random people that were just staying here. They were drugged by Jackson to make sure they would just stay out of matters while they're there at the moment. But since gunfire went off, they naturally awoke because they were still able to hear like the loud noises and would be a confused little thing in this combat. But since things got handled so quickly, we never got to that point, and they got pulped before they actually got out of bed.
So this was the case of...
They were NPCs. They were innocent bystanders, and you murked them.
As the book states here, Bunkhouse 2, it is occupied by 2 locals sleeping in one of the 5 bunks. The locals are not part of Thorne's team. They are innocent campers who have gotten in the way. Jackson Thorne's netrunner has drugged the couple to keep them quiet. The locals do not wake up. No matter how noisy the team is around them, they are drugged. However, if there's gunplay, they awaken and stumble into the main area, dazed and confused.
And we went in
Well, they didn't get a chance.
Yeah, they never had a chance to be the fully dazed and confused part.
Well, that's because we went in here assuming that everyone here was hostile.
It's also a hot springs, good sir.
Nice shot, Kiyosabi. I was trying to shoot around them. On your aim.
So this is a
Toki's
whoopsie
just gonna
doodle.
shut the door and just walk away like, nope, I didn't do anything. If anyone asks, no.
So second session in a row where the sus one is screwed up royally. This
Why
is
do I
not
feel like
boding
the
well
media
for when
is
you're going to
gonna
be net running.
Why do I feel like the media is gonna get up and see, wait, why the fuck are these 2 dead?
So back to Jackson Insider now. He'll quietly ask, "What have you done with the others here?" As he'll look at Curl and at Nay down on the ground being patched up by our medic. And at this point, I'd say would probably be Nickname getting over here too after, a slight jog over.
Yeah, I'd imagine through the through the patching up process, I would be able to say that ones in the bathhouse have been or being distracted. Anything else past getting shot, a bit too preoccupied to be aware.
He'll nod and glance off to the right now in the direction of room 2. Well, there were 2 locals here. I drugged them to keep them under wraps for now, so it's a bit odd not to hear them out, considering he gestures at the rifle and at the shotgun and noises outside. I'm surprised they're not up at the moment. Hopefully I didn't dose them too high. I triple checked it, so they should be okay. Would someone be able to go check on them real quick? And then he'll look over at you, Nate, are now on the floor you're pretty sat there now in the doorway, or at least off to the side of it anyway. Then he'll ask, so why did Morrison give you that term to use?
Because we collectively have a bit in common with all of us having been duped by someone and having connections that could potentially mess with the one who's been messing with us. And she can begin to spill to him the details that went over with Morrison, the frame job, the IDs granted, the theorized bit of insider training that Newman is likely going to be doing, given all the evidence that we've managed to think about with regards to when this is happening and what's going on.
Yep, and as you're explaining this now, Nickname, you can probably spot the netrunner coming out with the nope face from room 2.
I mean, there are 2 fucking holes in room 2.
Just the first time. Remember, she's technically a criminal pirate and other stuff before.
I know.
I probably not the first time it's happened with her.
So, first time?
Pretty much.
Oh god damn it! Now I'm just thinking of the scene with the
Ah,
fucking gallows.
Yeah.
That one, you never forget your first, brother. And yes, I do say that. You never forget your first.
Oh.
Oh, this is one hell of a party.
Yeah.
Remember, I'm not doing a paladin thing this time.
I know.
Oh, here,
What
I mean,
fuckers?
you make it sound like that. I went out of my way to be murder hoboed.
Yes.
Yeah,
Are you saying you didn't?
I just wanted them to take cover.
It's kind of funny that the one who is normally the murder hobo of the siblings decided to not murder. We switched brain cells.
When he shot, I'm like, oh no, I hope you're gonna survive, and I saw the fucking death.
Oh. Why
You
do I
didn't realize that I was using a fucking heavy. You like rolled.
Yeah. I don't get the feeling that shit when this eventually comes to light, there is going to be
That's not
there's going to be at the very least a comment of, "Oh, you stupid scop brain fucking conk."
You know, I mean, I'm just surprised because if the media's sitting at the door, the comment of maybe that someone should check on them, she isn't looking towards.
Nope, I
Let's
think
go.
that's when, well, it's during the talk, and that's when nickname notices, so Kitty's busy talking, so...
Yeah, and when the whole thing was going down, Kitty was kind of a bit preoccupied with something.
You were occupied with the lovely hole that was put into your leg.
I mean, and then the problem is, to be fair, we were told the locals were hired to be thugs. Nope.
Yeah.
This was a complete accident. You just had to live with the consequences of your own
It
actions.
is.
Yeah. Well, also,
Wait, son of
Jackson,
a bitch, what? Now that I think about it, someone should have asked how many thugs we had to worry about.
Nah.
also,
We're not that
actually,
Maybe someone did and we fucking forgot. Oh well.
Hey, also, I just realized Jackson will also see. I have a fucking anti-tank rifle on my back. Yeah. To show that,
Why do you
and
need
that will
that?
also be just to show how lucky he got off.
Yeah.
That funny
So-
word.
So when the kitty explains everything to now, he'll look deep in thought to now and nods. I see that. Oh boy, that lines up with some things to now. I've never heard of this Colin Newman you speak on. I mean, Thorne's the one who hired me on for this job. He personally did so. You talk about a Morrison there now. I mean, I was coordinating the search now. That was going on there now.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing you guys are the ones that blew up the Laputa. But I mean, that doesn't line up there now with what you're saying. You're now like,
Like we said with Morrison, the news of the place being blown up was news to us as well.
yeah.
Yeah, and if it helps, when we're meeting with Newman, he did give us an alias of Wolfgang Kraus.
That's a name that doesn't tick a box either. I mean, I've been hearing some weird rumors now in the UEC data fortress. Something about some rogue ice poking around inside some of the unused areas inside of it. So we've had to cut back on a bunch of shit here now and there because of the economic situation. So we're not exactly using everything that we got at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said, if my gut is right, considering the current holiday that's going on and things being closed down, it's to me this screams some kind of insider trading bullshit.
Yeah, it definitely has that reek to it, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you sit back and let Thor know about this, he'll actually listen to you guys. He's not an idiot, but he knows something is on the go at the moment.
Yeah, that's what Morrison suggested, is bringing Thorn in on this because from what we were told, he is actually a good, respectable guy. Well, by Night City standards, at least, a respectable corpo who genuinely seems to care about his job.
Oh, he knows the biz and he knows how to handle himself. That's what makes working for him to be as pleasant as it is, honestly. But if you want, I can throw him a message now and see if we can set up a meetup with him. So what's your guys' plan at the moment? You guys are not exactly in a good spot at the moment.
Yeah, well, one of the big tenets of it is just try to do what we can to mess with and ruin Newman's plans, possibly get him exposed, because yeah, this kind of stuff is not gonna do him any favors once it gets out in public.
Well, you're not wrong in that regard. If you want, you can poke around the UEC data fortress, see what you can figure out now. But be careful there now. We got a bunch of ice under ourselves, so if you're going to be poking around there now, passcode to get in there now is irrelevant. But like I said, be careful. We've been hearing about some weird ass shit in there at the moment. Like I said, it's in the unused parts of it. But if you're looking to get back at him there now, let's say if you can find some information in there now, you might be better off getting down than to Nome there now. Because you can go down there and head up stock gun brokerage down there, the Zurichs of Nome. Only other net access part up in this area.
Yeah, I suppose whether or not we can do anything at that data center will depend on how well prepared our resident netrunner is.
Oh yeah, so who is your netrunner? No, as not to be insulting, but none of you that I can see look to be quite what's a good kind word to say, bookish.
Cute at that point. Just Chikara just walking in the door at that point with an anti-material rifle in her back. Hey, what's up?
Not much. That's a nice cannon you got there.
He'll probably recognize my voice from the radio.
Oh, he does. He does.
I will say she is speaking in the what you call it, the gutter speak or whatever it's called, because
yeah,
she doesn't speak English. She speaks Japanese in the gutter speak thing.
Yeah, you essentially can speak the hodgepodge that is like the soup language of like punks and stuff.
Because no one else would understand it. Because, like I said, Japanese and.
I like to think that I could, but then again, media have to interview a whole bunch of different types.
You know what? That's fair. I'd accept that.
The only languages Holly knows are English, street slang, and romantic.
Yes, romantic. Very fluent in it.
Yeah, I know for certain I've got written down English and street slang.
Yeah. Unless you put the points into it, you're not going to have much other languages,
Yeah, I put the points into romantic because it fits the character.
But you do have some information now. So, like I said, you have the passcode now to get into the UEC Beta Fortress,
Yeah.
and he will explain that the satellite thing out there now is a UEC satellite link.
Okay, so I'm
So-
curious. He was legit. The password really is irrelevant.
Yeah,
was trying-
that's literally what it says in the book here.
No, I wanted to say, like, I'm not sure that's literally the password if he's saying the password doesn't matter. Because I'm like, that's a hell of a password.
Yeah.
Also, it is getting kind of late, for the record.
Yeah,
So we should
I
probably-
figured this was a good spot to call it for now. But like I said, I was just reiterating what information you have now.
Right. And as far as the
So-
commentary on the netrunner goes, when our nomad goes in is, where's that Scott Brain brother of yours? I figure any friend here might want to take his measure as a netrunner.
She just points outside.
Outside, would Holly be able to show up about now?
Oh
No,
yeah.
you're gonna be probably a few minutes after this, honestly, given how long you just rode.
Okay. Just trying to.
Because it would not have
get
taken
timeline.
14 minutes for Nate to do the blurb. So you're you're probably like another maybe 2 or 3 minutes out.
Mm-hmm.
Probably in Japanese.
No, you got to clean up. What you were saying?
Give me a sec. I actually want to see how I would say this in Japanese for the hell of it.
Oh God.
Gonna. No, wait. Fuck. I copied the wrong thing. No, baka wa soto ni iru. Assuming Nate's the only one who understands this. If we want to go with that.
Nice.
Holly might, but she's not there.
Japanese?
Japanese?
Ah.
I think Japanese falls under romantic.
So, Curl, what do you report after, looking in at the room 2, seeing the holes, and then looking inside and seeing the 2 people burst in there?
They're dead.
Justin,
He'll blink. He'll blink, and then blink some more, and ask quietly, "Who shot them?"
I'd imagine at this point there would be a few blinks on the kitty side, followed by the aforementioned, "Oh, that stupid fucking Scott brain
Because you would technically be able to see him as you were reeling and playing on the floor there now, and hear and see the big boom booms.
For what it's worth, Magpie does not look happy about it.
I imagine from knowing how powerful you saw my gun is, you could tell it wasn't.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure at this point we can pretty safely put 2 and 2 together and figure the fox did it again.
Actually, I think about it, the hole, if it was me, that'd be a big hole in the wall, wouldn't there?
It would be.
Yeah.
I mean, then again, I don't think 4.54 rounds are something to sneeze at either.
Yeah.
Nope.
But he'll facepalm and he'll murmur, "Those for locals, those for innocent bystanders," if I'm going to be honest with you. That's not going to be fun to try and cover up.
I am genuinely curious of how much I would have gotten if I actually hit somebody. Let's see.
Well, I mean, we saw that with Buddy's leg.
31. And if we went with that crit, that would have been another D10, right? I'm just curious.
Crit?
Yeah, well, if we went with my earlier one where I rolled ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, so that other crate would have had another exploding dice.
Yeah.
Oh, dear
Jesus
Lord,
Christ.
that's high.
So yeah, if that one had gone through, this would have been... Oh, fuck.
Oh, God, it's a good thing I didn't attack.
Yeah.
What would have been left of them?
Not much. They would have been even more chunky salsa.
Yeah.
Like I said, giblets.
Pretty sure more limbs would have been erased.
That's like the equivalent of like a... Oh, don't worry, they're still here. And over there, over there, over there.
So we can probably end this session on the sus being outside and the kitty having said that. But like just to reiterate information you guys have now. Like I said, you have the UEC Data Fortress password, which is irrelevant. You now have access to via this what's it? LLC, I think is the actual term for it. It's basically the satellite thingy that he's hooked into. Yeah. It's hooked into the data fortress. Yeah. You have information on sightings of rogue ice in the UEC data fortress in the unused areas. Because of economic cutbacks, several areas within the data fortress are currently just running at less than full capacity. He's never heard of Colin Newman. He knows about Thorne because that was the guy that hired him. He knows about Morrison. He brought up the idea that you should contact Thorne and brought up that he can get a message to Thorne through the satellite uplink. And he also brought up that the only other net access point here in Alaska at the moment is a Nome over at the stock brokerage called the Zurichs of Nome. And I will post the actual term. Zurichs of Nome. Zurichs. Zurichs of Nome. So that is a stock brokerage. So you can theoretically, after leaving here, after you do whatever you're going to do in the UEC Fortress to try and get more information you can make use out of, you would be able to drive out of here and down the Nome Taylor Road to try and get down there now. He will say, however, that there is a lot of heat coming down on you guys for what has happened.
Yeah, that trick to try and frame us has definitely been effective.
So with this information, Scorpio, if you were to dive in through the satellite uplink here and go into the data fortress, instead of popping outside of it, you would instead start off in the star as from that map I showed you all. That would be the one right here. Give me a second. Boop, 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 boop.
Is it the one that looks like a heart?
Yes, that is what the data fortress actually looks like. And each of those things are now like the different like circles and their different colors. I've already put in some information on what they would actually look like to you. You don't know exactly what each exactly is, but you would know what the actual thingy is. You would start off in that blue star. That's the long distance link, the LDL, which is what that satellite uplink is keyed into at the moment. Because you have the password, you would be able to appear there rather than outside of it, and then you would either have to, if you appeared outside of it, you'd have to either bash your way through one of those black squares or in through one of those gray circles, which are specifically code gates. But since you have the password and you have the LDL, you're able to pop in and start from that star. And he said the unused parts are the ones where the odd ice has been spotted to. So any of these squares that doesn't have anything into it is basically an unused part to your eyes. Now the thing is, some of those squares have programs into them. This would be the ice of the data fortress. This would be stuff UEC put here to keep the place safe. So you have to be careful. You could go to any of these other circles and get information from various things, but you have to be careful in those the unused parts now, because you could run into the protective programs of this place. So this is what you would know as a netrunner, that these unused parts would be where the protection is to. Now the thing is, unless you actually go into the square, you're probably not going to be able to see it unless you're using some kind of detection programs. But you could also get around by using programs that can hide your ass. Now I hope you have programs that can keep your ass safe, good sir.
Well, I can confirm the runner deck already counts as running by default a program that hides me.
Okay, that should help. But yes, so we can begin next time with the actual hack.
Oh boy.
Congratulations, you all. We managed to beat the hot spring you guys went to. You now have a lot more information, and you have more time now, Scorpio, to actually read the hacking rules.
And probably the programs change what programs I have on deck.
No, you can always change out what stuff you already got.
That's what I meant. I meant from the list, because I kept track of since I have the programs, that's what I meant, going through and changing from what I have on deck. Because I marked which ones were on deck and which ones were on standby, so if we came to combat, I would know which ones are in the deck.
Mm-hmm.
Technically.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
No worries, I just want to reiterate that for yourself.
Yes. Yes, I have the programs I have.
That's
minus
good
the ones
to
that
hear.
got damaged, and minus the one that got Frankenstein.
Yeah.
We need to get fixed.
Okay.
So, there's one thing I would like to be able to say for when Holly actually manages to get to the rest of the party.
Sure thing. By this point, you would be the natural point where you'd show up.
Yeah.
From your lovely time.
When Holly shows up, she will stick her head through the door. Hey, puppy, can I have my clothes back? Because she gave her clothes to
You did.
Captain's character, and he ran off with them. Thank God. She has
hopefully he
natural
didn't use
insulation.
Swift, you dumbasses got it.
Hey, wait.
To be fair, Captain had a good reason for running off.
Let's see.
That's
It was
true.
I think it was the
Very
sound
good reason.
machine that was Frankenstein.
And to be completely honest, I kind of forgot about her clothes, that he had taken them. It was like, oh shoot, kitty cat got shot. Gotta fix that. That's my job.
Yep. Which
Yep,
is fine.
no worries.
Honestly, I
was-
should
Translation.
Yeah.
I should be getting to
Yeah,
bed.
you might want to go to
soon.
the truck. We'll get that taken care of. I don't know if you want to put your clothes on in your current state.
I mean, given the nature of the character, maybe.
It's true.
But yeah,
That's all I
so
wanted
we're
to add.
naturally at a good stopping point here for tonight. Because
Indeed.
I don't think we have nickname for much longer, because it is late for him at the moment.
Mhm. So yeah, time to officially wrap things up. And also, between now and the next time we sit down for this, last chance for the Deadpool. Last chance.
Exactly.
But
I
yeah.
was not expecting him to gun down the innocent people.
I was.
Was told enemies.
You
I
were.
heard
At no point did I denote the people inside of 2 to be enemies, good sir. That was merely a idea you had.
I knew I
That was
should have
wrong.
fucking waited until they came out the fucking door instead of opening fire like I originally planned. Decided, oh, I'm gonna shoot. And
But
then-
you knew better.
No, he doesn't. Good night.
You nailed it.
Have a good night, nickname.
Good night. Uggles. Oh, Scorpio, my buddy.
How many
That's gonna
instances
cause
has he
problems
gotten in
down the
trouble
line.
like this because he quote unquote knew better but then decided to go and do the thing anyway?
Sounds like a lot.
Oh, that's gonna cause problems down the line.
Ah.
Yeah, no kidding.
Scorpio enter the cowabunga it is phase.
Mhm. And again, for the last 2 sessions, everything that's been a more of a major tactical fuck up has been on the head of the sus.
And we go 3 for 3.
I mean, this is why we got the Deadpool here
Let's
going.
not.
That's not. We don't need your head exploding, my buddy, or technically melting partially.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like, I don't want to be able to use your forehead as a skittle. Let's not do that.
So, yeah. Next time we come back to the world of Cyberpunk, the question of the day will mostly be, can Scorpio manage to not fry his brain?
Yeah.
Given how the
Yeah.
dice spot has been and some of his decision making these last few sessions, not
think the
liking
better
those
question-
odds.
the better question is, was Scorpio smart enough to pick out programs that would help with this?
Here's hoping.
Oh, that is going to be
Oh.
that's going to be interesting.
Because if he's lacking some certain kinds of ones, it's going to be really rough for him.
So,
But that's for him to find out the hard way.
indeed. So for now, first, thank you again, Ors, for running this for us. It's been a lot of fun.
Oh, it's been an interesting one, and props to you, Omegas. Like, you keep on hitting those points you know with Holly. It's like you're making good use out of her capabilities.
I built her for one major role.
And she
I'm
does
sticking
that
to it.
flawlessly.
I am the distraction.
Oh shit, this is gonna be fun because one of the programs that were protection was the ones damaged.
Oh no.
Oh, whoopsie doodle.
Oh well, anyway.
Oh yeah, perfect step for that classic. Oh no! Anyway.
And then I started
Anyway.
blasting.
And go down the list for the other players. Thanks again to Captain, Magus, Scorpio, Carl, and Nickname, who has already gone to bed.
Indeedy.
And thank you to everyone who came by to watch. Hope y'all had a good time, and until the next one, take care now. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.